Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit www.godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Өнөөдрийн нэвтрүүлэг англи хэл дээр гарах бөгөөд Араб, Авлак буюу Вьетнам, Болгар, Хятад, Хорват, Англи, Франц, Герман, Хинди, Унгар, Индонез, Итали, Япон, Солонгос, Малайз, Монгол, Перс, Польш, Португал, Пунжаб, Румын, Орос, Испани болон Тайланд хэлний хадмал орчуулгатай гарах болно. Хайрт үзэгчдтэйгээ хөөр баяртайгаар мэдчилье. Онгон байгальтай эрхчлөөд Монгол улсын нийслэл Улаанбаатараас байгалмаа мэдчилж байна. Мөнх хөх тэнгэрийн орон гэгддэг Монгол улс нь Орос Хятад хоёр улсын дунд оршдог. Манай улс нь халуун дотн зочломтгай хүн ард ховор нандин амтан ургамлын төрөл зөйл сүрлэг өндөр уулс өргөн уудам тал хээр элсэн махнуудаараа алдартай билээ. Зөвхөн тухайн бүс нутагтал ургадаг олон төрөл зүйлийн цэцэг, ургамал мөн нэн ховор амьтдыг агуулсан гайхамшигтай сайхан байгалийн тогтцоороо Монгол улс нь дэлхий дээрх аялал жуулчлалын хамгийн онгон дагшин газруудын нэг юм. Монголын нийт хүн амын 50% нь урс буюу гэр хэмээх намхан, дугуйг, майхан маягийн суудсанд амьдарч нүүдлийн амьдралын хэв маягийг илүүд үздэг. Та бүхэнтэй Монголын сайн сайхнаас товчхон хуваалцсандаа баяртай байна. Өдрүүдт нь гайхамшиг адислал, аз жаргалаар дүүрэн байх болтугай хэмээн манай ард түмэн залбирч байна. Өнөөдөр бид та бүхэндээ вегетарианизмын хүч дэлхий даяар төгжээ хэмээх лекцийн сүүлчийн буюу 5 дугаар хэсгийг төлөвлөх болно. Өөр бусад хэлний сонголтыг онлайнаар орж үзнэ. Өөрийн сонирхсан хэлийг дор хаягаар орж үзээрэй. www.suprememastertv.com ташуузраас subtitles. Төгс гэгэрсэн их багш Чин Хай ариун гэгээн сургаалуудаараа 30 гаруй жилийн турш даян дэлхийг гэрэлтүүлж байна. Төгс гэгэрсэн их багш Чин Хай дотоодын бурхан чанараа нэн даруй олж мэдхийг хүссэн, нэгэн насандаа үхэж төрхийн хүрднээс мөнхөд чөлөөлөгтгийг гэрмэлтсэн хэн бүхэнд ариа балын бяцлаглалын аргыг уламжилдаг билээ. Будда, Иесус Христ, Зүнж Мухаммед, тэрээр амгалан байг, Гүрүү Нанак зэрэг бүхий л гэгэрсэн их багш нар ариа балын аргаар бяцлаган дадуулж ирсэн байдаг. Тэрээр хэрвээ бид үргэлж бурхныг санаж, бусдын төлөө өөрийгөө умартан үйлчилж, орчлон ертөнцийн хуулийг дагаж явах аваас хүнийг хүрч болох хамгийн дээд түвшинд хүрч энэ дэлхий дээрх зорилгоо үнэхээр ухаарах болно хэмээн хэлсэн байдаг. Их багш Чин Хай хайр инэрлийн хосгүй амьд үлгэр дуурайлал билээ. Тэрээр дөрвөсөд, байгалийн гамшигт өртгсөд, орон гэргүй болон тусламж хэрэгтэй хэн бүхэнд материаллык болон санхүүгийн тусалцааг хайрынхаа хамт ямагт илгээж байдаг билээ. 2006 онд тэрээр дорн дахинд Нобелийн энхтэй амны шагнал тооцогддог Гүси энхтэй амны шагналыг хүртсэн бөгөөд хүмүүнлэгийн болон бусдын сайн сайхны төлөөх гайхамшигтай ажил үйлсээрээ өнгөрсөн он жилүүдэд бусад олон шагнал өргөмжлөлтүүдийг хүртэж байсан юм. Үцэглэн таанд амьтдын маань жинхэнэ дуу хоолой болсон тэрээр хүн төрлөختөн бүхий л амьд оршинлын ариун гэгээн чанарыг ухаан сэрснээр их дэлхий маань хүн болоод амьтад аз жаргалтай, эв зохиролтой, аж төрөх, амар тайван, сүр жавхлантай бүрэн веган дэлхий болно гэдэгт итгэл найдвараар амар амгалан энэрэнгүй ургамлан хоолыг түгээн дэлгэрүүлж байдаг. Веган чиг хандлагыг дэлгэрүүлэх түүнээс наачлаг олон төрөл байдгаас дурдвал өөрөөр амьдрах үе тараах уудас, хайрын өргөө олон улсын сүлжээ веган ресторан, Supreme Master телевиз, төдийгүй бидний мэдсэн эсхээс үл хамааран тэрээр уур амьсгалын өөрчлөлтийн талаарх телевизийн конференцуудад оролцож нөлөө бүхий засгийн газрын болон хэвлэл мэдээллийн байгууллагуудын удирдлагуудтай ойр ойрхон ярилцдаг. Түүний энэ бүх хүчин чармайлт нь амьтдад дээлтэй амьдралын хэв маягийг төдийгүй энхүү инэрэнгүй зам бүрэн гариг дэлхийг цагуурын өөрчлөлтөөс авраад зогсохгүй улс үндэстнүүдийн дунд тогтвортой инх тайвныг хэрхэн авчирч чадахыг олон нийтэд ойлгуулахад асар их нөлөө үзүүлсээр байна. Төгс гэгэрсэн их багшчийнхаа олон жилийн турш дэлхийд даяар Америкаас, Африк, Европоос номхон далай хүртэл аялахдаа олон нийтэд болон шавь нартаа төрөл бүрийн сүнслэг сэдвүүдээр олон зуун лекц уншиж ярьцлага өгсөн байдаг. Өнөөдөр бид тэдгээр ухаарал хайрлсан лекцүүдийн нэг болох 2013 оны 7 дугаар сарын 10-11-нд Франц улсад англи хэл дээр тавигдсан вегетарианизмын хүч дэлхийд даяар түгжээ лекцийн 5 дугаар хэсгийг багш шавийн шүтэлцээ нэвтрүүлгээр төлөвлөх хувь тохиолоо.
Was it good? The ice cream? Yeah? Yeah. Yesterday you saw how I enjoyed, huh? Where's the South African lady? Yeah? You still think I'm wicked? Cool way. Okay. I know you were joking. You know I was joking, yeah? I never eat ice cream. Very seldom. Only once a while, eh? I don't remember when I last ate ice cream. It's just this one is new, you know? Not the cone-shaped one. The one covered with chocolate, you know? Because the one with milk, they made it that way, yeah? They call it something else. No. Magnum. And then I never thought they would make it into soya, huh? But so nice, yeah? Delicious, no? Wow, bravo, that company is really good. Okay. And the one who doesn't have it, it's not my fault, okay? It's wickedly delicious, huh? Tell you. And after you call me wicked, I give you an ice cream. Oh, that's the way to defeat your enemy. Make them your friend. With an ice cream, you can make friend. Yeah, we have friends everywhere, huh? Even all the way from South Africa, come here just to have an ice cream for me. If the world conquer each other with this way, then there's no why, no necessary at all, huh? Yeah. We don't have any weapon, but we're winning all the time, huh? Even with one ice cream, I can beat up the enemy. So I'm glad you have some. It's not possible to have it all at one time, huh? In Taiwan would have been possible. We would, like scan the whole country, yeah, and Chinese people, they love to eat, so they always have some in store. When I was in Sihu together, you know, I lived there before, yes, we have like nuns and monks together. And sometimes out of a whim, I would send order, out to buy a lot of ice cream like that, 400, 500 different kind, or some different, cakes. Yeah, but over there it's easy. We just go out and just take it from the shops. They would have them. But here it's a little difficult, eh? The shops here are small. They don't have all that. They don't have for 400 people, no. How many people have it today, Rice Hen? Not too many, huh? That's all? Yeah, also, not too many. Poor things. Poor the other things. I have told them to go out and buy everything, but that's all we got, okay? And did we get the 3 deep freeze already?
Yes.
3? Yeah? Okay. Get all ready, you see? And plug it in and waiting, okay?
Yes.
Maybe you plug in almost when it's coming. Otherwise, when you wait until it comes, it might be too late, yeah? Like if it come tomorrow, you plug in tonight. Got it? Yeah. Sorry? Please continue to stay so that the ice cream will come. Yeah, 100 people or something, more or less, already left us. Well, the world is calling, huh? The family. Where is the doctor who want to become a nun or whatever? Where are you? Here? Okay. You decided you don't want to cut legs anymore?
Well, I'm just tired of the news.
Okay, understand. Listen, you can try for a while, see how it goes, okay? How long can you stay here? You have to go back, right?
6 months.
6 months, yeah? Okay, fine. But how about your work? Did you quit or you haven't got a new job yet?
Well, I got a new job,
Uh-huh.
but I can't.
Can cancel, right? Okay, you can try. You can stay here a few months if you want, see how it goes, yeah? And tell them that you postpone your work for a while. If that's okay with all the legs. Huh? Okay, just try, okay? Because I felt that you're very sincere, but at the moment only. I don't know after a while how it goes. You try, okay? Yeah, okay. So you had no more debt now, huh?
No.
You're good. All right then. Okay. If you can stay here, you're welcome, né? Can try it out. I don't mind. I welcome people who are really sincerely want to devote their time to God and see if you can make it, huh? If not, you can always go back and get a job, right?
Yes.
Any job, anywhere, no problem. Okay. You can stay for a while, as long as your visa allows and see how it goes, huh? See if you want to, if you continue to want. Because sometimes you think, okay, if I don't work, I can meditate a lot, but it's not always like that. After a while, your mind will make trouble for you and telling you, oh, I also get nowhere now. Yes, because you imagine too many things. Yeah, you expect too many things. Like, okay, if you sit there, the light have to shine all over around you and angels come singing and harp or playing, all that stuff. People do have this vision, but these are not the ultimate things, yeah? The ultimate aim is to know yourself, to know God, and to be at ease in your mind, to have loving kindness in your heart, okay? You can serve the world differently, yeah? Instead of cutting legs, you can also cut people's attachment to karma. Yeah, that you need the sword of wisdom, and it takes some time to get. But I sense your sincerity, and I let you try. Okay? But it's up to you to be able to keep it or not. All right. Do you want to ask me anything today, or tell me anything?
Master,
Yeah.
I'd like to say thank you. I go home tomorrow, so thank you very much for a wonderful retreat and for spoiling us and taking care of us again. And please take care of yourself, and I love you very much.
Oh, you too. I love you too. You know it, huh?
Yes, thank you, Master. I had a wonderful time again. Thank you.
But you always say the same every time you come. You have never told me, Master, it was a lousy retreat. You always enjoy,
Yes. They can be tough though, Master, but they are still good.
It can be tough.
Yeah, like this retreat, my bottom has been very sore.
Why?
I don't know, maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. I don't remember last retreat, my bum being sore.
Oh, put some cream on.
Okay, Master. But other than that, it's really wonderful to be in your presence, Master. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I also feel the same. Sit too long also, you have muscle pain, huh?
Yes, Master.
So if it's too sore, you just stand up and massage for a while, walk a little around a little bit. If you have any room to walk.
Yes, thank you, Master.
There's a table there empty. Can have a table dance and then come back to meditate. Oh,
No, but
don't
I
remind
managed.
me. I feel sore now.
No, please don't, Master. You already do so
You
much for
remind
us.
me. I forgot it just for now, and then you tell me, and then my bottom also say, oh, yes, yeah, that's right. Yes. When I'm with you, I forgot many things. Yeah?
Oh, that's great, Master.
I forgot that I didn't want to come out today as well. And I forgot that I didn't even want to say anything.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd say something so you know I'm here. Yeah?
Thank
Because
you, Master.
if I go in here quietly, you will not see and you think I'm not with you. Mm. Of course, you know I'm around, but you like me to sit here. That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know why.
It's because you're so beautiful, Master.
What?
It's because you're so beautiful.
Beautiful in the dark? You see nothing? You see nothing? Don't tell lie.
Dark, Master, you glow with absolute beauty.
Oh, wow. Look at that. You write novel, science fiction or something.
No, Master, you just make
Thank
my
you for
heart
your
sing.
love. You always make my day with your compliment. Lucky you're not a man, huh? Last time I said to the Supreme Master TV staff, I said sometime when I'm running away from danger and I look around, there's nobody with me, I just feel like it would be nice to have a big shoulder to cry on, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And then later he said, Master, we always have many shoulders for you to lie on. I don't want to lie on your shoulder. Yeah. He's French. He doesn't speak English very well. Or maybe that's what he's thinking. You know, sometimes people don't hear what they hear. They hear what they think. That's normal, right?
Yeah. But Master, that's also another thing about you. You're really an incredibly modern Master.
Louder, please. I like that.
It's just that you have such a wonderful sense of humor and you really understand this world of today, you know, and your jokes that you come up with, even when it's not a real joke, but just the things you say, and just you bring a lot of joy, Master, even just with the simple things sometimes. And
Like
it's just-
ice cream. Yeah.
Yes, like how you teased us last night, you know, Master, it was really wonderful.
Yeah. You know what? I make fun of myself so you guys can laugh at my expense. What else? Thank you, love. Thank you. You always make my day.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, because I thought I lecture every day already. You know, I might as well make a comedian out of myself for a change. And you guys bite it all. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Master. I love you.
Love you too. I don't know, you keep saying to me you love me, but you always had boyfriends. I'm kind of jealous.
Master, I can only giggle. The boyfriends are nothing compared to you, Master.
Yeah. It was just by the way, huh?
They're
Yeah.
just there.
Passing time, right?
Passing time, exactly.
Passing time and reducing boredom, no? Just like you say, when you are with me, you're not hungry, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Just eating is not too bad either, you know?
I'm just paying off a few debts.
Okay, right. Anyone else want to express yourself? Yeah.
Master, I wrote a spiritual book, a spiritual story about a sparrow finding enlightenment. It's like my own story in a way.
Yeah.
And I dedicated it to you and the sister from Freiburg Center, Elisabeth. She made some beautiful illustrations. And we published it by Books on Demand. If you want to, I would like to give it to you.
Sure, I want one.
It's in German. I really hope very much
I will try to learn German.
you enjoy it.
Thank you very much. I will read it today.
Thank you so much,
The
Master.
children will love it.
Thank you so much for everything. I can never express how much it means to me to have you and have the Kuan Yin method.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so precious. Every day for me is full of love and miracles because of you. And it's the most precious thing for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being a good practitioner. Because if you're not, you wouldn't feel all that. Only because you're good. You tune in. That's why you feel and you know all that. If not, you cannot. Okay? So thank you also for being a good girl.
Thank you.
Yes. That's the best present for any teacher, you know, to have good student who progresses and who understood the teaching. I'm very happy with you. Continue, cool. Cool. Do I have to pay for this, or is it
No.
intellectual gift? Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
If you accept, I'm very happy.
Well, I don't have any ice cream here, or I would give you. Did you have some ice cream today?
Yes, I had.
Oh, then it's fine.
And in a way, it's like I owe it all to you, you know? It's like,
To me?
yeah, like you inspired it all.
No, because you practice, so you get at least something. Hey, we exchange, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, you can put it together with our bookshop or something around the centers, and people might buy it for their children, yeah? The disciples, okay? Did you bring some here?
No, I just this one, but I can bring later and maybe have it in English too.
Yeah. Okay, first in German and then translate if can. Where did you print it? In Germany?
Yeah, Germany.
You have your own printer, or is it some company who got it and printed?
It's some company, like you can self-publish with some company, but they put it all in the bookstores everywhere.
Yeah.
I could have found publisher too, but this was more widespread.
Okay. Wonderful. I'm going to write one, then you you print it there too. Yeah. So many things to write if I have the time. There was a turbulent time when I had to run around. Couldn't even find a hotel to stay and couldn't find an apartment and just run around on the street. Not on the street, with car, yeah? And then even just park somewhere. That was a long time ago. Just park somewhere and then people begin to feel suspicious, just park to have a look at the map only, and then they call police and all that. It was terrible. And so I just make it light, I make the joke with the driver, the one who drives my car. We have about 2-3 cars, and we had to spread out to park because we cannot park together, Even just one car already gets suspicion. I don't know what people think we can do to them. Only one woman and one driver, what can we do? And then I joked with the driver, I said, I can write a book about all this, eh? What do you think? He said, oh, master, just this weekend is enough for 10 books. Because he witnessed it all, and he knows it's really something that you could hardly believe it. But I can't even remember detail anymore to write. At that time, it seems very incredible. So this book is about a practitioner, sparrow, huh? Yeah, it's a parable, right? Yeah, likened unto you. I'm sure it's interesting. Actually, everybody here can write a book if they want to, really, huh? Got a very nice story, what they have. Yeah, you could put it on writing and then get a company to print it. And you don't even have to print it. Or you pay a little money and the company prints it and they distribute it. Nowadays, everything good, huh? Or put it on YouTube or Facebook or Nosebook, and then people have a fan club. Thank you for the book. I want to say again that I really love you very much, and I'm very touched by your sincerity and your love, your devotion. And you came such a far way to come here. I mean, maybe just to meditate, or maybe to see me. I'm not sure which one. But see Master, huh? Okay. Yeah, most people feel that way, huh? Most of you, right? Yeah, actually, because if I wasn't here and you were all allowed to come, not many come like this, yeah? Maybe 10 people, 8 people. Each one 2 rooms. When nobody is here, everybody can live in 2 rooms at the same time. Yeah, so I think you came also because of me, huh? And I'm very touched by that, and I thank you very much for your love, yeah? Okay, even if you don't come see me, I also love you. But when you come here, I'm just more touched, yeah? Okay? I feel your devotion, your love. And thank you also all for your worldly sacrifice so that you can meditate. And even when you're tired, you try to meditate. Even when the world wears you out at the end of the day, you still try to meditate. I know you're not in off and on, but you did try. Even if the family make a very heavy demand on you and you're exhausted, even when you're stressed out, You don't want anybody, you don't want anything anymore, you still try to meditate. And I appreciate that. Even though it's good for you, but I appreciate your effort and sincerity. I know it is difficult to meditate in this world, in this kind of environment, and in your situation where you have a lot of responsibilities and burden to shoulder, a lot of stress and a lot of obstacles sometimes. And you still going strong and still meditate well and still remember God and still try to get to know God and still love me. And I thank you all for that. I thank you for all that as well. May God bless you forever. And I love you forever. It's like you have to rush to the airport and packing your things in a rush and then leaving your job behind, just rush, and then your family and everything crowded in your mind while you're going to the airport, but you just want to come here because of love. Because of the love between us, because of the invisible bond between us that nobody can cut. And I really love you so much. I understand all this, I really do. I just don't know how to express all the love and the appreciation for you. If you do feel my love, then it's very good. If you don't, then please know that I love you. I have been to many spiritual groups, yeah? But I haven't felt so much love like this. I wonder if maybe because it's me. Have you been to other groups? Yes. Some of you have, right? Yes. And even try, a different way as well. I have not felt so much love within the groups, to the master, or within the group between themselves, as much as I felt within your group, within our people. If you have been to other group, you can probably feel the same, no? What I told, yeah? What I mean is just before, before or sometimes after, just by chance, Not like you're looking for another group, but sometimes you happen to be among other groups, yeah? I have never felt such a special bond between the master and the disciple like this, as well as among the disciples themselves, yes. Any other method, you can do it to pass time or just to calm down a little bit, but it's not the same, all right? Not the same as Kuan Yin method. Okay, I hope I don't speak anymore now. I love you. I really love you so much. I cannot say that I have loved my husband this much. Don't tell him. It might have hurt his feeling. I did love him too. It's different, yeah? It's different. I don't think I love any close friends or relatives this way. Don't tell them either. Yeah. I guess they know. Yes, but if they are in our group, then I love them just the same. Not as a relative, just as one of you. Then the love is deeper, stronger. Okay, I keep quiet now. I let you all enjoy your Buddhahood. Did you improve, yeah? These days feel a little different? Yeah. Feel better? Feel elated? Happier? Yes. Yeah, that's the thing.
And freer.
And freer, yeah, that's the thing that comes from inside. Whatever the feeling we have outside, that's because the inner connection with the divine is stronger. That's why you feel happier and freer. Okay? Yes. That's a sign also that you have benefit from the spiritual power that we have around here. Yeah, I've been brought down from the deepest level of the universe, deepest possible, up to date. You're welcome, love. Did you ever travel somewhere very far, sometimes in a desert or in a faraway place where there's no population or anything, and you see the sky is so deep blue and then mixed with turquoise blues and greenish, yeah? Very deep, very beautiful, glowing. Similarly, there are the depth of the spiritual level, which is also very beautiful, indescribable. And we are very lucky. I'm very lucky. And I can share with you some. And it's very, very nice for all of us. Huh? Yeah. Really nice. I'm really happy. I'm the happiest person on earth, despite everything, despite all the trouble or domestic obstacle or whatever, stress. It has not affect my happiness. That is just a different thing. It's sideways, But the happiness, I'm the happiest person on earth and heaven. Really. So lucky. Really so happy. Yeah. Yeah, truly.
We're so lucky.
You're lucky too?
You make us so happy.
I make you happy? Very happy?
Yes.
How happy? 100%? More than 100%. Wow, that's incredible. That's good, that's good. I'm also more than 100% happy. Yes. Every day I make account of my spiritual earning. I'm so happy. Like money, or something. And nothing in this world can compare. Yeah, my God. What a life. What a wonderful life, yes. Okay, I'm glad that you're happy. I feel that you're happier too. I feel that this time you're very, very more relaxed and more confident and luckier. Very, very different. How different?
Master, because this time we come with very relaxing atmosphere because our earth have been saved. Master have been pouring down a lot of power. So we very happy and very relaxed. This time is so much different and we feel more light and more happier. Even last minute I packed my package. I just focused. I'm going to see my mom and my home. I was so happy. I cannot describe how much. And I just so happy.
Oh.
I do whatever I can come here to see you.
Oh, okay. Did you see me, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
To be home, be at home.
Good. Feel at home. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful, my love. Okay.
Thank you so much, Master. I'm always grateful to you
Thank you.
and love you forever.
No problem. So I really feel you're also very happy this time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, also, but because lately we had to work, we had to clean up a little bit, and support the evolution of the planet, the planetary people. That's what I mean. When I say planet, I mean people.
Because of your love, we are surviving until today.
It's good.
Thank you so much, Master.
We all did it together, huh?
Yes.
Yes, we can, huh?
Yes, we can. Thank you very much.
Yes, we did. Yeah. Oh, maybe because of that. This time I don't make you work anymore. I don't tell you, dig it. Last time, but I was also making joke, I say, go home and dig it, dig the tunnel and whatever to
Yes,
hide.
but different feeling, happier feeling and very lucky and very powerful.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
That's what we want, finally, yeah? Finally.
Yes, finally. Thank you, Master.
I also did not want you to work, but, the time was necessary, huh?
Yes,
And besides, working for the world is also good for you.
yes.
You earn
We
merit
understand, yes.
and you exercise your love.
Yes. That's how we feel so lucky that we're with you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. Can talk forever, huh? I did not want to come out today. I thought I'd continue, meditate more, a little bit more. But I was thinking, who knows if I could ever see you again, Because you came such a long way, so I make myself come out. Not that I didn't want to come out, but I thought it's the same whether I come out or not. But then I thought, no, it's not the same, right? You would prefer me sit here and talk nonsense than sit there and be a Buddha somehow. Yeah, we can have both, né? Yeah, can sit together and sometimes sit alone. It's also very good like this. If we can continue like this, then we're happy, no? Yeah. It's better that you can be free to come see me whenever you want, Maybe better, or maybe not, I don't know. We see how situation go, huh? Yeah. If I could stay, then I would stay, and you can come. But if I cannot, then yeah? And then we see maybe another place. Maybe just here.
Affectionate үзэгчдээ өнөөдрийн маань вегетарианизмын хүч дэлхийд даяар түгжээл лекцийн 5 дугаар хэсгийг багш Авийн шүтэлцээ нэвтрүүлгээр хүлээн авч үзсэнд баярлалаа. Supreme Master телевизтэй хамт байгаарай. Үргэлжлүүлэн амьдрал үргэлжилдэг асуулт хариулт хэмээх 2 бүлэгт нэвтрүүлгийн 2 дугаар хэсгийг мэрэгэн сургаалаар хүлээн авна уу. Диваажин дэлхийг маань хайр, бэлэг ухаанаар ажиллах болтугай.
Meat costs and vegan savings. A meat-free vegetarian diet drastically reduces carbon footprint. Over a 1-year period per person, emissions from a meat-based diet is equivalent to driving a mid-sized car 4,758 kilometers. Emissions from a vegetarian diet is equivalent to 2,427 kilometers, nearly 50% less. Emissions from an animal-free vegan diet is equivalent to 629 kilometers, 1/7 of the amount of a meat-based diet, or 87% less. Emissions from an organic vegan diet is 281 kilometers, 94% less emissions than that of a meat-based diet. Animal-free vegan diet can reduce dietary greenhouse gases by up to 94%. Be veg, go green to save the planet. For more urgent details, please visit suprememastertv.com/SOS.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavours and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Thank heaven for our beautiful world, for the birds that soar in the immense sky, for the precious flora that adorns our earth in an exquisite array of colors, for the awe-inspiring and majestic sceneries. And for all the amazing animals, our co-inhabitants, that generously share their beauty and unconditional love. Blessed are we to be guests on this magnificent planet. In deep gratitude, may all creations thrive in peace and dignity under the merciful grace and protection of divine love.
Hello, gentle viewers. I'm Kyron in perfect Singapore. The people of Singapore happily remind you that for your eternal home, heavens were created.
Fáilte. Ciad Mille Fáilte means 100,000 welcomes in Gaelic. I'm Jean McLaren, representing my cosy homeland Ayrshire. Mythical Scotland admires the flowers that are happy to bloom your way. Welcome to Noteworthy News, conducive news for an intelligent world.
Conducive news for a lovely world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Germany shows strong economic growth. Qatar supports refugees. Australian state opens rehabilitation centre for injured bats. Peru plans national park in the Amazon area. And foundation supports free heart surgery for children in Olac, also known as Vietnam. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Germany's economy grew more than 2% in 2017. According to Germany's Federal Statistics Office, the Statis, the 2.2% growth rate is the strongest since 2011. Even with fewer workdays in 2017, the economy remained robust. The Statis credits increasing exports, greater domestic expenditure, high employment, rise in the construction sector, and an increase in companies investing locally for the notable progression. Exports were up by 4.7%, imports 5.2%, while investment in machinery and equipment went up 3.5%. Kudos, Germany, for such a significant economic outcome. May every nation be blessed with strong advancement for the benefit of all citizens. Coming up, Qatar aids refugees by donating over $26 million to the United Nations. We'll just take a few minutes to thank the tailors who create such beautiful clothes for us. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more exemplary news.
Chào cưng. Ai có sáng kiến hay sẽ được trọng thưởng. Ai vi phạm sẽ chém đầu. Trời ơi, chắc con tao chết mất. Con ơi.
Xin mẹ cho phép thần nuôi về tiếp tục cố gắng. Họa mày có liên lạc được chăng? Từ hôm nay, các văn võ phải mang số thứ tự 1, 2, 3, 4, giống như những cầu thủ đá banh. Lý do vì nhà vua hút sách, xì ke và rượu thịt ly bì, cho nên trí nhớ lu mờ, không còn nhớ nổi tên quý vị triều quan.
Canh làm gì vậy? Dạ, thần tích recycle miếng giấy này à. Ăn chay, sông xanh. Sông xanh thì trẫm ok liền. Còn ăn chay thì để nghĩ lại. Trẫm ok.
The King and Company, now available on DVD at www.thecelestialshop.com, EdenRules.com, and smchbooks.com.
Hi, lovable friends. I'm Rulra, the rock wallaby, and vegans fill my heart with joy. If you have to take a long flight, you might like to be able to freshen up before you get off the plane. Take a change of clothes in your carry-on bag and some basic toiletries as well. This way, you will be able to change into clean clothes and brush your teeth. You will be feeling fresh as a daisy when it's time to disembark the plane. Thank you for tuning in, and lots of love for being veg and going green to save the planet for all humans and us all co-inhabitants. Now, the worldwide weather.
Qatar contributes over $26 million for refugee relief. Qatar donated more than $26 million to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, to aid hundreds of thousands of displaced individuals worldwide. Qatar is the UNHCR's largest donor from the Middle East and North Africa. The UNHCR said that the latest funding was much needed and had greatly helped the global organisation's emergency response work. UNHCR regional representative to the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, Khalid Khalifa, stated, "Thanks to Qatar's generous contribution, UNHCR was able to secure shelter, health services, cash assistance, education, and other essential support for some of the world's most vulnerable people." Qatar has previously made similar donations through the United Nations and local partners. Since 2012, the country has contributed over $76 million for refugee relief. Director General of the Qatar Fund for Development, Khalifa Al-Kuwari, stated, "As a nation, we believe that we must, whenever possible, assist those less fortunate. We sincerely applaud the government of Qatar for placing utmost priority in helping neighbouring countries. May your kind leadership awaken more nations to work together to enhance the well-being of global citizens."
Australian States establishes new rehabilitation centre for microbats. A newly constructed aviary in the New South Wales village of Windalama enables sick or injured microbats to resume flying as part of their rehabilitation process. Previously, the bats had to be transported to facilities in Queensland in order to recover their flight fitness. Microbats who have been nurtured back to good health will have 1 or 2 months of flying practice before they're released to the wild. The new aviary was funded by the concrete manufacturing company Wholesome Australia through the New South Wales Wildlife Information Rescue and Education Service Inc. Our many thanks, Wildlife Information Rescue and Education Service Inc. and Wholesome Australia on the new facilities for the precious microbats. May they soon return to their natural habitats to enjoy long and happy lives. Coming up, extensive national park area planned for the Amazon. We'll take a quick exercise and be right back. More assuring news coming up on Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Charlize Theron with People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Almost all the puppies for sale at your local mall were churned out by breeding facilities called puppy mills. Constant confinement drives the dogs mad. They are impregnated continually until they can no longer produce a litter. If you choose a dog from the mall, a dog you could have saved from the pound will die. To find out what else you can do to help, please contact PETA. Thank you.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, beneficial news for a healing world. Peru to establish extensive national park in the Amazon area. The government of Peru declared the creation of Yaguas National Park, located in the Loreto region in the northern area of the nation and consisting of over 2.1 million acres of rainforest in the Amazon. Yaguas is the habitat of at least 3,000 species of plants, 110 kinds of amphibians, 100 species of reptiles, 500 types of birds, 550 species of fish, and 160 types of mammals, such as manatees, river dolphins, giant otters, and woolly monkeys. Indigenous communities welcomed the formation of the new park. Benjamin Rodriguez, President of the Federation of Native Border Communities of the Putumayo, said, "With the categorization of Yaguas as a national park, an important step is taken to consolidate the management of a large landscape with different uses along the border, which will guarantee the life of 70 communities. This well-being is what we want for our future generations to inherit." What wonderful news, and our appreciation, Peruvian government, for the creation of the amazing Yaguas Park. May it bring joy and vitality to all who live in and around this magnificent natural area.
Free heart surgery brings joy to children in Aulac, also known as Vietnam. The Heartbeat Vietnam initiative helps disadvantaged children who have heart disease to access life-enhancing surgeries. Sponsored by Outlook, Vietnam-based Vena Capita Foundation, the program has enabled successful free heart surgeries for children during the last 11 years. The 6,000th recipient, a 5-year-old girl named Zheng Timin, lives in Kienzang province. The youngster has had 2 surgeries with a total cost of approximately $10,600, which was paid by the charitable sponsor. Now, she is healthy and can play happily with her friends at school. We're so glad to hear you're doing well, Zheng Timin. Our loving best wishes to you and the other children who have undergone heart treatment. We sincerely thank the doctors and staff, the members of Heartbeat Vietnam, and especially our gratitude to the sponsor Vena Capita Foundation for your compassionate and good deeds. May heaven always bless your humanitarian actions.
It's now time for a laugh with the joke of the day entitled Great News.
The newlywed wife said to her husband when he returned from work,
"I have great news for you. Pretty soon we're going to be 3 in this house instead of 2.
Her husband ran to her with a smile on his face and delight in his eyes. He was glowing of happiness and kissing his wife when she said,
"I'm glad that you feel this way, since tomorrow morning my mother moves in with us."
We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May the divine providence be your guidance always. We'll see you next time.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
When God declared that vengeance belonged to me, He means that do not take matters into your hands. Let the universal law take care of it. Forgive each other so that God will forgive us. Make peace with each other so that peace will prevail.
Today's program will be presented in Korean and English with the subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, Croatian, Dutch, English, French, German, Hebrew, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Thai, Turkish, and Urdu. 친절한 시청자 여러분께 따뜻한 인사를 전합니다. 저는 문화의 나라 한국 대구의 효정입니다. 여러분의 생활에 활기와 웃음, 조화로움이 가득하길 기원합니다. 한국은 수천 년의 역사를 지니고 있습니다. 한국이라는 국명은 고려 왕조에서 유래했습니다. 고려는 높고 아름답다는 뜻으로 한국 산수에 특징인 높은 산과 맑은 물을 잘 표현하고 있습니다. 한반도의 척추는 태백산맥으로 가장 웅장한 산인 백두산은 영적 구도심을 지닌 한국인들에게 신성한 장소로 여겨지고 있습니다. 신비로운 아름다움과 청정한 자연에 이끌려 수많은 순례자들과 관광객들이 이 산을 방문하고 있습니다. 대한민국은 고요한 아침의 나라로 알려져 있습니다. 자랑스러운 문화와 전통을 지닌 한국은 옛것과 새것이 조화롭게 잘 어우러져 있습니다. 오랜 역사를 지닌 고궁과 신성한 사찰이 높은 고층 빌딩과 초현대적 건물들과 함께 공존하고 있습니다. 영적인 개발에 신실하고 열렬한 한국 국민들은 깨달은 스승을 두 팔 벌려 환영했는데요. 1992년 첫 축복을 받은 뒤 수차례나 축복을 받았습니다. 이제 이어지는 강연, 삶은 영원히 계속된다 질의응답에 여러분을 초대합니다. 칭하이 무상사께서 2000년 5월 8일 한국 서울에서 하신 강연입니다.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
We know there is a world which is billions times more magnificent than this world of ours. So we're not afraid to lose anything. We cannot afraid even to lose the whole world or any possession or anything that is so-called very dear to us before enlightenment.
그렇기 때문에 우리가 우리 내면에 있는 본성을 깨닫기만 하면은 우리는 모든 것을 잃는 두려움에 빠지지 않아도 됩니다. 왜 그러냐면 그 내면의 아름다움을 이미 알고 있기 때문에 이 세상이 주는 어떠한 것도 더 이상 문제가 되지 않습니다. 그리고 항상 즐겁고 항상 만족하고 항상 황홀한 삶에 있게 이 세상은 참으로 참된 세상은 이 세상이 가지고 있는 것보다 몇만 배나 몇만 배나 더 아름답기 때문에 우리는 그것을 찾아야죠.
But we don't have to forsake anything in this world. We don't have to throw away everything in this world. We don't have to become a careless person or a very sloppy person in order to show our enlightenment. Know that an enlightened person would like to make himself anything different from the world people, just to show that he doesn't care. He continues living his very ordinary way of life. He continues to integrate with all his brothers and sisters. He does even more so because now he knows that he's one with every being.
그렇기 때문에 깨달은 자들은 깨달았다는 것을 보여주기 위해서 세상의 것을 버리거나 또는 모든 것을 부주의하게 취급하여서는 아니 됩니다. 이 세상의 아름다움을 더 간직을 함으로써 물론 보기에는 똑같은 사람이지만은 내면의 아름다움을 갖고 있죠.
The word enlightenment of Buddhahood, the kingdom of God, is very familiar to us. Even though they are familiar, we never dream. Many of us never dream that we could really, actually realize the kingdom of God within, or the Buddha nature.
이 부처의 본성이나 우리의 깨달음을 우리가 할 수 있다는 것을 알고는 있고 들어서는 알지만은 그러나 진실로 우리가 이것을 얻을 수는 있다고는 우리 여러분 중에 어느 누구도 그것을 꿈조차 꿔보지도 않았습니다.
If we heard somebody say that we have a bank account in Korean bank, such and such number, would we go and look for our money? Or we just think, oh, it's just the bank, it's just somebody told me, I don't even know. Even if we don't know, we should try to find out.
우리가 한국 은행에 구자를 갖고 있고 거기에 잔고가 남아 있다는 것을 알면은 여러분들은 가서 잔고를 확인하고 예금을 인출하지 않으시겠습니까? 만약에 장고가 있다는 이야기를 들으면 가셔서 확인은 하시겠죠.
If somebody say that our ancestor has left possession for us, we have inherited some great property, would we try to find out or not? Of course we would.
우리의 선조가 우리에게 이야기하기를 당신을 위해서 어떤 유산을 남겨놓았다고 하면은 우리가 가서 그것을 찾으려고 하지 않겠습니까? 물론 찾으려고 하죠.
So similarly, if we heard that we have God within us, if we have Buddha nature within us, shouldn't we try to find out?
이와 똑같이 우리가 우리의 내면에 우리의 본성이 신성이 있다는 것을 들었다면은 그것을 찾아야 하지 않겠습니까?
Yes or no?
네, 아니죠.
Yeah.
맞습니다.
감사합니다. So I'm going to show you your own treasure. I'm going to show you your greatness. And then you will know everything stated in the Bible is the truth. And then you know everything in the Buddha scripture, what the Buddha said, that we have Buddha nature, that we could become Buddha, is the truth.
제가 여러분이 갖고 있는 여러분 스스로의 보석을 이제 알 수 있도록 안내를 해드리겠습니다. 그럼으로써 부처님께서 말씀하신 불경에 쓰여 있는 부처의 본성과 예수님께서 말씀하시는 신성을 여러분이 경험하실 수가 있습니다.
To know this, you are not obliged to do anything except to take some time for yourself to realize that every day.
이것을 하기 위해서 여러분들은 어떤 무리한 것을 하지 않아도 좋습니다. 단지 매일 얼마만큼이라도 여러분들의 내면 속으로 들어가시는 것입니다.
Just like take a little bit of money from the bank every day to spend it. It will help your life more comfortable.
이것은 은행 구좌에서 예금을 조금씩 매일 인출을 해서 우리의 삶을 더 편하게 살아갈 수 있는 것과 똑같습니다.
Knowing the wisdom within ourselves, we can make use of it even in this physical illusionary world to solve problems, to help with the neighbors, to bless the nations, to bless the whole world, so that our world will become better, better and better always.
우리의 내면에 있는 이것을 활용함으로써 우리는 우리의 이웃이나 우리의 형제 자매들을 더 도와줄 수가 있고요. 그리고 이들을 잘 도와줌으로 해서 우리가 살고 있는 이 세상을 한층 더 밝게 좋은 세상으로 만들 수가 있습니다.
I have gone to many different countries, and some countries are very, very developed in technology and science, but not too much developed in wisdom and inherited wisdom within us, in the spiritual understanding. And those countries seems very, very dry.
저는 세계 여러 각국을 많이 여행을 했습니다. 어떤 나라는 과학이나 이 모든 현대 문명에 있어서는 아주 많은 발전을 해 있죠. 그러나 그와 반대로 그들이 발전해 있는 문명에 비해서는 그들의 내면의 영성은 발견되어 있지가 않습니다. 그러한 나라는 아주 건조무미한 나라가 되죠.
So dry that even if you bring the Buddha and place in front of their face, they would not want to know.
그런 나라는 너무나 건조하기 때문에 우리가 그 사람들 앞에 부처를 모셔놓는다 하더라도 그 부처의 얼굴을 보는 것조차도 아마 외면할 것입니다.
Our world has developed very speedily in the last century in technology and science and many aspects.
지난 세기에 우리의 세상은 여러 측면에서 아주 많은 발전을 급속도에 진행해 왔습니다.
It behooved us to also have to develop spiritual wisdom alongside of scientific discovery. Otherwise, we will be in danger of imbalance. Our way of life will be too one-sided. We will be too attracted to relying on technologies and machinery instead of relying on our true self and the true word, which is more everlasting.
기계 문명이 발달하는 것과 동시에 우리는 우리의 영성도 같이 발전을 시켜야 합니다. 그렇지 않으면 물질 문명에만 의존을 함으로 해서 우리의 참된 세상이 갖고 있는 것을 바라볼 수가 없게 되죠. 그러므로서 삶의 측면이 한쪽으로 기울어져서 치우치는 삶을 가지게 됩니다.
And we are in danger to destroy ourselves if we do not have enough spiritual wisdom to handle our technology advancement.
그렇기 때문에 우리의 영성이 개발되지 않으면은 우리의 물질 문명에 이뤄놓는 이것을 잘 조절해 나갈 수 없기 때문에 우리의 삶이 위험에 빠지게 됩니다.
I'm so happy the Korean people shows a very great interest in spiritual issue and have come in such a great number to this lecture today.
저는 한국 분들이 특히 영적인 문제나 이런 것들에 많은 관심을 가지고 오늘도 이 많은 분들이 강연에 참가해 주셔서 정말 기쁩니다.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
They told me it's around like 7, 8 or 9,000 people, and that's a lot because you don't even know me.
제가 듣기로는 한 7, 8천 거의 9천 명에 이른 분이 오셨다고 들었습니다. 이것은 아주 많은 숫자예요. 그 이유는 여러분들이 저를 모르고 계시는 분도 많기 때문입니다.
But I think your soul knows.
그러나 여러분들의 영혼은 저를 알고 있습니다.
Because your purity tells you.
여러분의 그 순수함이 여러분들에게 말을 해주죠.
Therefore you came because you are very near to God, very near to Buddha nature. You sense that you are something more than just this human physical body. So you came. I'm very happy.
여러분의 본성이 신성에 가깝고 여러분들의 본성이 부처의 본성에 가깝다는 것을 여러분들의 내면이 감지를 하고 있기 때문에 이렇게 와 주셨습니다. 감사합니다.
I came from a very long way, from United States, and I think it is very worthwhile because Korean people are so great. I'm very honored.
제가 미국에서 아주 먼 길을 왔습니다. 그러나 한국에 온 것이 참 고귀한 것임을 제가 알고 있습니다. 여러분들이 많은 사랑과 존경을 보내주신 것을 볼 수가 있죠.
Thank you for your trust, your love.
여러분들의 믿음과 사랑에 감사드립니다.
Okay. Now, if you would like to know very deeply about your self-nature and how to find it, to recognize, to remember every day, we have two ways to serve you. For the one who sincerely and eagerly want to know everything about themselves, they should have the initiation.
우리의 참된 본성을, 참된 자아를 알고 싶은 분은요, 아까 말씀드린 것처럼 매일매일 연습을 수행을 하시면 되겠습니다. 또 한 가지 우리의 참된 자아에 대해서 완벽하게 아시고 싶으신 분은 여기에서 이니시에이션을 받으시면 되겠고요. How can we keep our sincerity and longing of seeking the truth?
After we know the truth, we will continue to be sincere. We taste something good, we like to continue to taste it.
제 질문을 한국말로 읽어드리겠습니다. 어떻게 하면 구도에 있어서 신실함과 갈망심을 유지할 수 있습니까? 마스터께서 말씀하시기를 일단 그 신실함을 맛을 보기 시작하면은요, 그것을 알고 난 후에는 계속적으로 그 신실함을 유지할 수가 있습니다. 명상을 하는 데 있어서 채식을 하라고 하시는데 오신채를 어떻게 끊어야 하는지요? Do we have to stop eating meats and the non-veg items which we have to lead our meditation?
Yes, we must return to our compassionate Buddha nature self.
우리가 명상을 하기 위해서 채식을 해야 하는 이유는요, 우리의 본성으로 돌아가서 우리가 자비스러워져야 하기 때문입니다. 채식을 하셔야겠습니다.
The initiation means we show you just how to meditate and how to know where to look for your own nature. And later you can do it at home or by yourselves all the time. We explain to you 1 or 2 hours and then later you can do it all the time.
여기서 저희가 이니시에이션이라고 말씀드리는 것은 아주 간단한 것을 말씀을 드리죠. 여러분들이 명상을 하실 때 어디에 집중을 하시는지, 우리의 본성을 어떻게 보실 수 있는지 그것을 말씀을 드리겠습니다. 그리고 이것을 여러분들이 돌아가셔서 매일매일 수행을 계속 하시면 되겠습니다.
It's very easy.
아주 쉬운 방법입니다.
As easy as this. As clapping your hand.
저희가
As easy.
손뼉을 치는 것처럼 아주 간단한 것이죠.
And cost nothing now, cost nothing between, cost nothing after. No cost ever.
이것은 전혀 돈이 들지 않는 것입니다. 그 전에도 무료였고 지금도 무료이고 앞으로도 계속 무료일 것입니다.
No obligation, no membership, nothing.
여러분들이 꼭 멤버십을 들어야 하거나 어떤 무리한 것을 행하셔야 할 필요는 없습니다.
Because it's your own nature. I don't give you anything.
그것은 제가 무엇을 드리는 게 아니고 여러분들의 본성이기 때문이죠. 우주 탄생의 비밀과 지구 탄생의 비밀, 그리고 인간 탄생과 죽음의 비밀은 인간은 사후세계는 있는가요? I would like to know the secret of birth of a universe and the creation. And I would like to know about the posthumous life is there.
Oh, it takes so long. You know how long it takes to create this universe? That's how long it takes for me to explain.
이 질문의 대답은 상당히 길게 시간을 많이 요구를 합니다. 여러분들이 이 세상이 어떻게 창조되었는지 아시는지요? 창조된 시간만큼 제가 여러분들에게 이것을 설명드리는데 많은 시간이 요구됩니다. 수행법을 행함으로써 우주와 하나가 되는 진리를 깨달을 수가 있습니까? 수행은 어렵지 않은지 궁금합니다. 누구나 쉽게 깨달을 수가 있는지요? Can we achieve enlightenment of being one with the universe through meditation? I wonder that is difficult to practice meditation. Does everyone can enlighten easily?
Yes, everyone can. Our children from 6 years old can, so you can.
누구나가 깨달을 수가 있습니다. 6살 된 어린이들이 깨달을 수 있듯이 여러분 모두가 다 깨달을 수가 있죠. 저는
Yes.
이번 생에 깨달을 수가 있습니까? Can I get enlightened in this life?
Sure, that's what I'm here for. I told you, you can get enlightenment immediately because you are already enlightened within yourselves. You are the light. You are the Buddha. There's no one else in this body except the Buddhas. The Buddhas look like you. Jesus look like you. All the saints in the past look like you. So you can be the Buddha. You can recognize, remember the Buddha within you again.
그렇죠. 당신은 바로 이 생에서 즉각적으로 깨달을 수가 있습니다. 그렇기 때문에 제가 지금 여기에 와 있습니다. 여러분들 속에 잠재해 있는 그 본성, 부처의 본성이나 예수님의 신성을 여러분들이 깨달을 수가 있습니다. 물론 그것은 그 전에도 있었고 지금도 있고 단지 여러분들의 육신 속에 존재하는 것은 여러분들이 가지고 있는 신성이라는 것을 깨닫기만 하면 되지요. 내세가 있는지요? 있다면 어떤 근거로 인정하시는지요? 없다면 어떤 근거로 부정하시는지요? Could you prove the existence of posthumous life?
I could, but you have to do what I told you. You have to see it for yourself. And you have to see inside. And I will show you how. Then you can see it for yourself.
사후의 세계가 있다는 것을 제가 증명을 해드리죠. 단지 지금 제가 안내하고자 하는 것을 여러분들이 매일 하심으로써 그 안내해드리는 것은 여러분들의 내면의 본성을 바라보는 것입니다. 그것을 함으로써 증명이 될 수가 있죠.
Because what I see, you cannot see. So if you want to see, you have to follow the instruction. Then you can know it yourself.
그 이유는 제가 보는 것을 여러분들은 보고 있지 못하기 때문이죠. 제가 하는 지시에 따라서 여러분들이 같이 하신다면은 여러분들의 내면을 당신들도 볼 수가 있습니다. 집중이 어렵습니다. 일상적인 잡생각이 떠오릅니다. 깊은 집중을 어떻게 해야 하는지요? I cannot concentrate well. How can I concentrate well?
You have to try harder. Yeah?
더 노력을 하셔야죠.
Depends on what kind of method you're practicing.
당신이 어떤 방법을 택하고 있는지에도 상관이 됩니다.
Some method help you to concentrate quicker and some do not.
어떤 방법은 당신이 집중하는데 그것을 빨리 할 수가 있게 하고 어떤 방법은 그렇게 하지 못합니다.
Ours is easier than many others.
저의 방법은 다른 여러 방법보다 훨씬 쉽죠. 간단합니다. 결혼이 깨닫는 길에 도움이 되는지요? Does a marriage can help to being enlightened?
Yes, yes, no problem. The Buddhas has many disciples who were householders, and one of them are very, very brilliant. Even the monks were afraid of him. Vimalakirti.
예, 물론 결혼 생활이 깨닫는데도 도움이 됩니다. 부처님의 제자 중에도 여러 사람이 결혼을 한 분들이 많았습니다. 그 중에서 아주 특출난 분도 계셨죠. 본성이란 어떻게 존재하는지요? How does our true self exist?
It always does. It just exists. It's like the air. It just exists.
그것은 항상 존재하죠. 공기처럼 이런 식으로 존재합니다.
It's there all the time.
항상 있습니다.
We are made from it.
우리는 그것들로부터 만들어졌죠. 예수의 세계와 부처님의 세계가 다른 것으로 알고 있는데요. 왜 두 세계는 하나로 이루어져서 말씀을 하시는지요? I understand that Buddhist world and the Jesus world are different, but how could you say that they are one? Could you please explain?
Because I see that they are one. Christ is mean Buddha in Hebrew, and Buddha means Christ in Hindi language. Just a different name, different language. We don't translate. That's why we misunderstand a lot. Both title means enlightened master.
저희가 이 두 말을 번역하는 데 있어서 혼돈이 옵니다. 또 예수님이건 부처님이건 이 둘은 다 깨달은 자를 뜻하는 것이죠. 부처님이 불교에서 힌두교에서 대표하는 것처럼 예수님은 히브리어에서 대표하는 말입니다.
Also, when you go inside, you can see both Buddha and Jesus. They drink tea together.
그리고 우리가 내면으로 들어가서 볼 때 예수님과 부처님이 함께 차를 마시고 있는 것을 볼 수가 있죠.
They don't argue like us outside who's better, who's not.
우리가 외부에서 누가 더 옳은지 그렇게 다툼을 하는 것처럼 그들은 두 분이 다투지를 않습니다.
You get initiation, you meditate, then you can see. Okay. Wow, that's a surprise.
여러분들께서 입문을 하시고 명상을 하시면은 여러분들도 직접 이것을 보실 수가 있습니다. 놀라운 일이죠.
Yeah, actually, some of our initiate brothers and sisters, some Buddhist believer, when they meditate, they see Jesus talk to them, and some of the Christian, when they meditate, they see Buddha talks to them. They make fun.
저의 입문하신 분들의 예를 말씀드리죠. 불교에서 오신 분이 입문을 한 후에 명상을 하시는데 예수님을 봅니다. 기독교였던 신자가 입문을 하고 난 후에 명상을 하는데 부처님을 뵙고는 그들은 아주 재밌어하죠.
Sometimes we see both.
어떤 때는 우리가 두 분을 다 뵙습니다.
But they are not the only ones. We have many past, present, and future masters. We could contact them if we meditate and go inside to the real world.
그러나 꼭 이들뿐만이 아니라 우리가 참된 내면의 세계로 들어가면은 그 전과 지금에 존재하고 계시는 깨달은 스승들을 역시 뵐 수도 있습니다.
Thank you.
까르마를 제거할 수 있는 방법은요. How to get rid of our own karma.
Be enlightened.
깨달으세요.
When you turn on the light, even the room has been dark for 1,000 years, it will be brightened immediately. Karma will be left you.
여러분들이 성냥불을 켜시면은 밝은 불이 나오죠. 그러고는 몇 년 동안 오랜 세월 동안 어두웠던 것도 전기가 들어오면서 환해지는 것처럼 여러분들이 깨달으시면은 이 모든 까르마가 업이 사라집니다. 명상할 때 의식 집중을 하단전에 집중하고 있는 것과 미간 사이에 집중하고 있는 차이점은 무엇입니까? When we meditate, sometimes we concentrate on our chakra, lower part, and sometimes now we heard we have to concentrate on the forehead.
Yes, every chakras, the chakras mean energy centers in the Hindu language. Chakra means centers. So every centers of energy of the body has different powers. We have many, like the center in the sole of the feet, the center of the knees, the center on the male and female sexual organs, the center in the stomach, because solar plexus, center in the heart, a center on the throat, a center on the forehead, etc. So the higher we concentrate, the quicker we go into a higher dimension. If we concentrate one by one, we also go up eventually, but it takes years longer, and we might die before.
지금 하단전에 말씀하신 것은 우리 인체에 있는 차크라 중에 한 부분입니다. 우리 인체에 있는 차크라는 이 발끝에서부터 시작해서 무릎에서 인간의 생식기, 하단전, 그리고 가슴, 명치, 목, 미간까지 이릅니다. 물론 우리가 하나하나 해서 차크라에 집중을 해서 깨달아서 올라갈 수가 있지만은 그러나 이렇게 하나씩 하단전에서부터 시작을 해 나가다 보면은 세월이 너무 많이 걸리죠. 우리가 미간까지 가기 전에 우리는 죽을 수도 있습니다. 그렇기 때문에 우리의 차크라 중에서 제일 높은 미간의 의식을 집중하는 것입니다. 성서에는 영생이라는 말이 있습니다. 그에 대한 해답을 듣고 싶습니다. I heard Bible says that there is eternal life. I would like to hear about it.
Yes, there is eternal life, because life is always continue. Even after we leave this physical body, our life continue. Life has nothing to do with this physical body. This is just one temporary instrument, and our life continue forever. We use one instrument, and this instrument, and that instrument, just like we use different car every day.
물론 영생이 있죠. 우리가 지금 몸을 받은 것은 이 영생에 비교해서 일부분입니다. 우리가 지금 받은 육신은 단지 순간적으로 받은 도구에 불과하지요. 우리의 영생은 우리의 육신과는 상관없이 항상 존재하고 있습니다. 우리가 매일매일 다른 차를 바꿔서 타는 것처럼 우리의 몸을 바꿔서 받는 것이죠.
We can know eternal life right now. In this life, if we set aside a little bit time every day to walk out of this physical car for a moment and step into eternal life, and we could always come back to this temporary life again and step out of the body to eternal life again every day. Like this, we know that life always exists, and even death will not terminate anything. It's just changing the clothes.
우리가 영생을 직접 삶에서 경험을 할 수가 있죠. 매일매일 잠깐씩 명상을 함으로써 지금 우리가 받고 있는 육신을 차라고 비교할 때 그 육신 밖으로 나오시는 것입니다. 육신 밖으로 나와서 영생을 보시고 다시 육신을 들어갔다가 다시 나와서 영생을 보시고 이름으로써 끊임없이 계속을 할 수가 있습니다. 이때는 죽음도 우리를 영생으로부터 갈라놓지를 않습니다.
That's why the Bible also mentioned that the saints, this mentioned that I die daily.
그렇기 때문에 성서에도 적혀 있죠. 나는 매일 죽는다라고요.
Also saying that learn to die so that you will begin to live.
또 죽는 것을 배우라 함으로써 우리가 어떻게 살 수 있는가를 깨달을 수가 있습니다. 알을 수가 있습니다.
If you want to know deeper, you have to have initiation. Take some time for us to explain things to you. Then you can step out of the body every day and come back. That's mean dying daily. Die and come back, die, come back. Very easy. You will never afraid of death again.
여러분들은 죽음도 두려워지지 않습니다. 잠시 몸 밖으로 나와서 자신의 본 세계로 가서 집중을 하시고요. 다시 몸으로 돌아오고 다시 나가서 집중하고 이런 식으로 하는 것이죠. 깨달음 뒤의 삶은 어떤 삶입니까? What kind of life will it be after the enlightenment?
Just like this life, like the life you're having now, except better in many ways. More intelligent, more happiness, more relaxed, more loving kindness, more understanding of everything you want to understand.
깨달음 후의 삶도 지금의 삶과 꼭 같습니다. 형태로는. 그러나 여러분께서 더 영리해지시고 현명해지시고 더 기뻐지고 더 행복해집니다. 저도 명상을 하는데요. 왜 길게 하지 못하고 그것이 참을성이 없어서 잘 못하고 있는지요. 참을성 있게 오래 할 수 있는 방법이 없을까요? I have been doing the meditation, but I am not be able to continue for a long time. So whether I'm impatient, could you give me the best way? How can I continue and concentrate on my meditation?
Just continue.
계속 진행을 하세요. 기도는 어떻게 하면 되는지요? How to pray?
Just pray.
그저 기도하세요.
Whatever you want to tell God, you just tell in your heart. Or you speak loud or you speak in silence. God understands. But only when you are enlightened, you be able to hear God answers. Praying is easy. Hearing the answer is difficult. Unless you are enlightened, you will not hear the answer from God.
당신이 하시고 싶은 말이 무엇이든지 뭘 하고 싶은지 그것을 말로 하셔도 되고 가슴으로 하셔도 됩니다. 신은 듣고 계실 것입니다. 그러나 단 한 가지 기도하기는 쉬우나 우리가 깨닫지 않고서는 신의 응답을 들을 수는 없습니다.
Thank you.
깨달음이란 어떤 상태를 말하는지요? 깨달음을 느꼈다면 그 깨달음이 어떤 상태에서도 심지어 잠자거나 죽음의 상태에서까지 유지될 수 있다고 생각하시는지요? Could you please tell us what is the status of enlightenment? And second is, if one is enlightened, how we can sustain, how we can continue as being enlightened?
Yes. I have already explained what life is after enlightenment. You know more, you're wiser, you're happy. You know that you are the Buddha. And if you want to continue like that, then continue looking. Continue to remember that you are the Buddha by reinforcing this realization every day with deep contemplation.
제가 깨달음의 삶은 그 전에 이미 말씀을 드렸죠. 아주 간단합니다. 깨달음의 후에 삶도 똑같습니다. 그러나 우리의 본성을 잘 기억을 하고 그것에 대해서 사색함으로써 우리가 그것을 잘 유지를 해나갈 때 깨달음 후의 삶이 여러분께서 더 행복해지시고 더 현명해지시고 지혜로워질 수가 있습니다.
Meditate until you completely understand yourself and remember yourselves. Because every day we work in this life and everything try to make us forget. So we have to set aside a little time every day to remember. Otherwise we will be overwhelmed by the world and we forget again.
우리의 본성을 잘 기억하고 그것을 유지시키기 위해서는 여러분들이 매일매일 명상을 하셔야 합니다. 이 수행을 하지 않고서는 이 세상사에서 우리가 모든 것이 압도되기 때문에 우리는 우리의 본성을 다시 잊어버리게 됩니다.
But the state of enlightenment cannot truly be explained in a human language. It has to be experienced by individuals.
그러나 그 깨달음의 상태는 우리 인간의 언어로서는 절대 더 이상 표현될 수가 없습니다. 그것은 여러분 각자가 경험을 하셔야만 합니다.
That's why I come here to show you. Otherwise I just tell you, you are the Buddha. That should be enough. I don't have to come here.
그렇기 때문에 제가 와 있는 이유가 바로 이것입니다. 말로서 전해질 수가 있는 것이라면은 제가 여러분에게 당신의 본성이 부처다라고 이야기하는 것만으로도 충분하죠. 그러나 그렇지 않기 때문에 제가 여기 와 있습니다.
Thank you very much and Buddha bless you. God bless you. God bless Korea.
감사합니다. 예수님께서 여러분들을 축복하시고요. 부처님께서도 축복하시고 한국에게 축복을 내리겠습니다.
Very good people, Korean.
한국 분들은 너무 좋으신 분들이죠.
I love you. 감사합니다.
여러분을 사랑합니다. 감사합니다.
Supreme Master Qinghai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
오늘 지혜의 말씀에서 방송된 삶은 영원히 계속된다. 질의응답 2부 최종편을 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 곧이어 알츠하이머 병을 예방하는 건강한 생활 방식이 방영됩니다. 수프림 마스터 TV의 채널을 고정해 주세요. 신의 축복과 은총으로 여러분의 영혼이 밝게 빛나시길 기원합니다. Thank you for joining for today's episode of Life Continues Forever, Questions and Answers, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Up next is Healthy Lifestyles to Prevent Alzheimer's Disease. Please stay tuned to Spirit Master Television. May your spirit be light and bright with God's blessings and grace. For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/WOW.
What if you lived in a home on an island you couldn't leave, with limited amounts of food and safe drinking water? It would be very important to use only what you need. Well, it doesn't matter where your home is, because we all live on an island we can't leave.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Thank heaven for our beautiful world, for the birds that soar in the immense sky, for the precious flora that adorns our earth in an exquisite array of colors, for the awe-inspiring and majestic sceneries. And for all the amazing animals, our co-inhabitants, that generously share their beauty and unconditional love. Blessed are we to be guests on this magnificent planet. In deep gratitude, may all creations thrive in peace and dignity under the merciful grace and protection of divine love.
Hello, gentle viewers. I'm Kyron in perfect Singapore. The people of Singapore happily remind you that for your eternal home, heavens were created.
Falche. Ciud mille falche means 100,000 welcomes in Gaelic. I'm Jean McLaren, representing my cosy homeland, Ayrshire. Mythical Scotland admires the flowers that are happy to bloom your way. Welcome to Noteworthy News, conducive news for an intelligent world.
Conducive news for a lovely world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Germany shows strong economic growth. Qatar supports refugees. Australian state opens rehabilitation centre for injured bats. Peru plans national park in the Amazon area, and Foundation supports free heart surgery for children in Olac, also known as Vietnam. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Germany's economy grew more than 2% in 2017. According to Germany's Federal Statistics Office, the Statis, the 2.2% growth rate is the strongest since 2011. Even with fewer workdays in 2017, the economy remained robust. The Statis credits increasing exports, greater domestic expenditure, high employment, rise in the construction sector, and an increase in companies investing locally for the notable progression. Exports were up by 4.7%, imports 5.2%, while investment in machinery and equipment went up 3.5%. Kudos, Germany, for such a significant economic outcome. May every nation be blessed with strong advancement for the benefit of all citizens. Coming up, Qatar aids refugees by donating over $26 million to the United Nations. We'll just take a few minutes to thank the tailors who create such beautiful clothes for us. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more exemplary news.
May I walk you across the street?
Sure. Why not? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi, lovable friends. I'm Rulra, the rock wallaby, and vegans fill my heart with joy. If you have to take a long flight, you might like to be able to freshen up before you get off the plane. Take a change of clothes in your carry-on bag and some basic toiletries as well. This way, you will be able to change into clean clothes and brush your teeth. You will be feeling fresh as a daisy when it's time to disembark the plane. Thank you for tuning in, and lots of love for being veg and going green to save the planet for all humans and us all co-inhabitants. Now, the worldwide weather.
Qatar contributes over $26 million for refugee relief. Qatar donated more than $26 million to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, to aid hundreds of thousands of displaced individuals worldwide. Qatar is the UNHCR's largest donor from the Middle East and North Africa. The UNHCR said that the latest funding was much needed and had greatly helped the global organization's emergency response work. UNHCR regional representative to the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, Khalid Khalifa, stated, "Thanks to Qatar's generous contribution, UNHCR was able to secure shelter, health services, cash assistance, education, and other essential support for some of the world's most vulnerable people." Qatar has previously made similar donations through the United Nations and local partners. Since 2012, the country has contributed over $76 million for refugee relief. Director General of the Qatar Fund for Development, Khalifa Al-Kawari, stated, "As a nation, we believe that we must, whenever possible, assist those less fortunate. We sincerely applaud the government of Qatar for placing utmost priority in helping neighbouring countries. May your kind leadership awaken more nations to work together to enhance the well-being of global citizens."
Australian States establishes new rehabilitation centre for microbats. A newly constructed aviary in the New South Wales village of Windalama enables sick or injured microbats to resume flying as part of their rehabilitation process. Previously, the bats had to be transported to facilities in Queensland in order to recover their flight fitness. Microbats who have been nurtured back to good health will have 1 or 2 months of flying practice before they're released to the wild. The new aviary was funded by the concrete manufacturing company Wholesome Australia through the New South Wales Wildlife Information Rescue and Education Service Inc. Our many thanks, Wildlife Information Rescue and Education Service Inc. and Wholesome Australia on the new facilities for the precious microbats. May they soon return to their natural habitats to enjoy long and happy lives. Coming up, extensive national park area planned for the Amazon. We'll take a quick exercise and be right back. More assuring news coming up on Supreme Master Television.
Organic farming, a sustainable solution. Organic soil management minimizes fossil fuel use, removes atmospheric CO2 emissions from the air. If organic practices were implemented on the planet's 3.5 billion tillable acres, nearly 40% of current CO2 emissions could be absorbed. Source: Rodale Institute, USA. Try organic today. Be veg, go green to save the planet. For more information, please visit suprememastertv.com/be-veg.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, beneficial news for a healing world. Peru to establish extensive national park in the Amazon area. The government of Peru declared the creation of Yaguas National Park, located in the Loreto region in the northern area of the nation and consisting of over 2.1 million acres of rainforest in the Amazon. Yaguas is the habitat of at least 3,000 species of plants, 110 kinds of amphibians, 100 species of reptiles, 500 types of birds, 550 species of fish, and 160 types of mammals, such as manatees, river dolphins, giant otters, and woolly monkeys. Indigenous communities welcomed the formation of the new park. Benjamin Rodriguez, president of the Federation of Native Border Communities of the Putumayo, said, "With the categorization of Yaguas as a national park, an important step is taken to consolidate the management of a large landscape with different uses along the border. which will guarantee the life of 70 communities. This well-being is what we want for our future generations to inherit. What wonderful news, and our appreciation, Peruvian government, for the creation of the amazing Yaguas Park. May it bring joy and vitality to all who live in and around this magnificent natural area.
Free heart surgery brings joy to children in Aulac, also known as Vietnam. The Heartbeat Vietnam initiative helps disadvantaged children who have heart disease to access life-enhancing surgeries. Sponsored by Aulac, Vietnam-based Vena Capita Foundation, the program has enabled successful free heart surgeries for children during the last 11 years. The 6,000th recipient, a 5-year-old girl named Zheng Timin, lives in Kiên Giang province. The youngster has had 2 surgeries with a total cost of approximately $10,600, which was paid by the charitable sponsor. Now she is healthy and can play happily with her friends at school. We're so glad to hear you're doing well, Zheng Timin. Our loving best wishes to you and the other children who have undergone heart treatment. We sincerely thank the doctors and staff, the members of Heartbeat Vietnam, and especially our gratitude to the sponsor Vena Capita Foundation for your compassionate and good deeds. May heaven always bless your humanitarian actions.
It's now time for a laugh with the joke of the day entitled Great News.
The newlywed wife said to her husband when he returned from work,
I have great news for you. Pretty soon, we're going to be 3 in this house instead of 2.
Her husband ran to her with a smile on his face and delight in his eyes. He was glowing of happiness and kissing his wife when she said,
I'm glad that you feel this way since tomorrow morning, my mother moves in with us.
We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May the divine providence be your guidance always. We'll see you next time.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
I'm Gary Busey, and you're watching Supreme Master Television. So pay attention and stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Christy Swanson. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, I'm Dr. Neil Barnard from the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Hello to all my friends from Supreme Master.
What's up, guys? It's Ashley Argota from True Jackson VP on Nickelodeon. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, I'm Jolie Fisher. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
I'm Bob Barker, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Thank you for watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, Supreme Master. I celebrate all your work and all your beliefs.
Hi, I'm Rory Friedman. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, I'm Billy McNamara, and you're watching Supreme Master Television. And now is the time to act on global warming.
I'm Pamela Anderson. You're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hi, I'm Maggie Q. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, I'm Rada Mitchell, and you are watching Supreme Master Television.
You're watching Supreme Master Television. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
I'm Christina. And I'm Courtney. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, my name is Douglas Smith. You're watching Supreme Master Television. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Greetings, beautiful viewers. We are privileged to present Dr. Sheng Kai Guan to you today. Originally from Taiwan, also known as Formosa, Dr. Guan graduated from the chiropractic doctoral program at Southern California University of Health Sciences. He later advanced his career with a master's degree in acupuncture and oriental medicine. Dr. Guan is now a licensed acupuncturist, a practicing chiropractor, and clinical director at Prosperity Health Center in New Jersey, USA. In addition to his training in health professions, Dr. Guan also holds a bachelor's degree in computer information systems and an associate degree in electronics.
欢迎开朗的观众，我是管胜凯医师，来自台湾福尔摩沙。本周为您播出的节目是以健康的生活方式预防阿兹海默症。我们身边也许有挚爱的亲友，不幸被医生告知他们罹患了失智症，但是我们可能并不完全了解这个诊断意味着什么。我们偶尔会听说阿兹海默症会让人失去记忆，听起来和失智症很像。到底阿兹海默症和失智症两者有何不同呢？
The term dementia describes a group of symptoms related to cognitive changes in the ability to think and reason. A person with dementia may have trouble carrying out day-to-day tasks like paying bills or cooking, may have trouble remembering new information, may frequently forget appointments or dates, or may misplace things and lose the ability to retrace their steps. In a medical setting, the term dementia means that a person has a cognitive impairment that is severe enough to interfere with their daily life. If your doctor says that you or someone you know has dementia, don't let the conversation stop there. Ask, what do you think is causing the dementia? If your doctor isn't sure, ask about pursuing further testing. This is important because some conditions that cause dementia are treatable and reversible. For example, people with untreated hypothyroidism may show cognitive changes, or a person may be depressed or may be having a bad reaction to medication. In these cases, treating the underlying medical condition will fix or improve the problem. Most dementias are due to irreversible causes, but even in this case, it's important to know the cause. Alzheimer's disease is the most common irreversible cause of dementia, but there are many other conditions, such as dementia with Lewy bodies, vascular dementia, and frontotemporal dementia. Each of these conditions is unique, with its own set of symptoms, treatment, and progression. Let's get back to the original question. What is the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's? It may help to think of the term dementia as an umbrella term that covers a number of conditions, including Alzheimer's disease. If you have Alzheimer's, you have dementia, but not everyone who has dementia has Alzheimer's.
阿兹海默症是如何发生的？大脑内部到底发生什么严重的改变，竟然会影响一个人的日常生活？阿兹海默症的起因与并发目前还不完全清楚。然而，科学家已经找到科学证据支持病理生理学的假说，脑部结构改变是导致这个疾病演变的病因。类淀粉蛋白斑块是由于不正常类淀粉蛋白质的累积，而大脑内部的自然代谢又无法将其分解所形成的。这些累积过多的蛋白质阻碍脑细胞的正常运作，结果是这些异常的脑细胞彼此无法互相联系，进而影响病人的认知能力，例如大量思考与推理的能力。另一方面，负责维护营养运输的绦蛋白受到损害之后，可能会导致脑部萎缩。除了脑细胞功能受损，乙酰胆碱失调也是认知功能退化的原因之一。乙酰胆碱是一种神经传导物质， 是脑细胞之间传送讯息的重要元素。科学研究发现，65岁以后罹患阿兹海默症的可能性每5年就会增加1倍。虽然家庭病史和年龄是这个病症发展的2个主因，心血管健康对大脑健康的影响显然同等重要。科学家发现，心血管的健康状态和罹患阿兹海默症的风险互有关联。高达80%的阿兹海默症病人同时也患有心血管疾病。这类疾病的病因大多是动脉粥样硬化，也就是动脉血管硬化或狭窄化。动脉变窄的结果就如同水管被手指捏紧一样，被挤缩的通道使得血液更难流通，因而增加心脏输血的工作量。如果我们能经常借由有氧运动，例如快走或骑脚踏车，来保持心脏健康，我们也许可以增加体内高密度脂蛋白胆固醇，也就是好的胆固醇。高密度脂蛋白胆固醇可以去除血液中多余的胆固醇，这样就能降低斑块沉积在动脉壁的机会。干净的动脉意味着充足的血流量会携带富含氧气的红血球到大脑，进而降低阿兹海默症形成的可能性。采行纯植物饮食能够控制心脏病，也因此能降低罹患阿兹海默症的风险。雌纯素的医师卡尔德威尔·耶勒斯廷二世是备受敬重的美国医师及作家，也是美国克利夫兰诊所保健中心心血管疾病预防计划的主任。他对198位心血管疾病患者进行一项研究，其中177位患者采行低脂的纯素饮食4年，这段期间只有1位因心脏问题需要就医治疗。我们先暂停一下，观赏几则具有建设性的讯息，请锁定无上师电视台。
Many brilliant Nobel laureates were ethical vegetarians. Their dedicated pursuits of the mind were grounded in well-developed principles, strong personal philosophies which acknowledged the sentience of animals and the importance of making sustainable choices as a society.
It's much more efficient and energy efficient to have a vegetarian lifestyle. I personally have been a vegetarian all my life, and I don't see any reason to change.
As long as people will shed the blood of innocent creatures, there can be no peace, no liberty, no harmony between people. Slaughter and justice cannot dwell together. Isaac Bashevis Singer, 1978, Nobel laureate for literature, vegetarian.
Until he extends the circle of his compassion to all living things, man will not himself find peace. Albert Schweitzer, 1952, Nobel laureate for peace, vegetarian.
Moving toward
towards much lower consumption of meat would be the interests of human beings, and it certainly would be in the interests of the planet. So I would like to appeal to you to consider this carefully, and you would find that when you make such a move, you would be healthier, you would feel much better, and so would the planet.
Vegetarian food leaves a deep impression on our nature. If the whole world adopts vegetarianism, it can change the destiny of humankind. Albert Einstein, 1921 Nobel Laureate for Physics, vegetarian.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
欢迎回到本节目，以健康的生活方式预防阿兹海默症。选择正确的饮食，对于预防阿兹海默症也很重要。让我们再听听著名的美国医师及作家麦克·格瑞格医师证明这一点的相关研究。他持纯素，也是营养真相网站的创办人。
The prevalence of dementia in Japan has shot up over the last few decades. Mechanisms to explain this in Japan include increases in cholesterol, saturated fat, and iron from increases in the consumption of animal products. Traditional diets generally are weighted towards vegetable products such as grains and away from animal products. But since 1960, the diet in Japan has changed from a more traditional rice-based diet to one with a preponderance of meat. From 1961 to 2008, meat and animal fat increased considerably, whereas the rice supply dropped. The dietary factor most strongly associated with the rise in Alzheimer's disease in Japan was the increased consumption of animal fat. A similar analysis in China arrived at the same conclusion. On the basis of these findings, the rate of Alzheimer's disease and dementia will continue to rise unless dietary patterns change to those with less reliance on animal products. This is consistent with data showing that those who eat vegetarian appear 2 to 3 times less likely to become demented, and the longer one eats meat-free, the lower the associated risk of dementia. Globally, the lowest validated rates of Alzheimer's in the world are rural India, where they eat low meat, high grain, high bean, high carb diets. Now, it's possible the apparent protective association between rice and Alzheimer's is more likely due to the fact that the drop of rice consumption associated with increasing Alzheimer's was accompanied by a rise in meat consumption. But other population studies have found that dietary grains appear strongly protective in relation to Alzheimer's disease. In other words, perhaps don't pass on the grain, pass the grain to spare the brain.
有一种印度香料也被证实对阿兹海默症和帕金森症有潜在的延缓作用。帕金森症是一种神经系统失调导致行动受影响的疾病。
You know that spice that gives Indian curry its kick? It's called turmeric. And inside turmeric is this amazing bioactive compound called curcumin. For centuries, curcumin has been used in folk medicine to treat infections, wounds, and other health problems. It's even been shown to help treat lung and breast cancers. But now researchers at Michigan State University have found that curcumin is also able to prevent the destructive formation in the brain of alpha-synuclein proteins, which show up and apparently cause many neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. A team of researchers led by Basir Ahmad found that the alpha-synuclein proteins are the cause of clumping or aggregation, which is the first step in neurodegenerative diseases. According to Lisa Lapidus, an associate professor of physics and astronomy at MSU, the research shows that the curcumin binds to the alpha-synuclein proteins and prevents them from clumping at body temperatures. While curcumin looks really promising for the treatment of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, two of America's most common diseases, Lapudis is quick to point out that curcumin's usefulness as an actual drug may be limited since it doesn't go into the brain easily where this misfolding of proteins is taking place. Other researchers, however, have found that by simply adding pepper to turmeric, the curcumin becomes vastly more bioavailable, just like in curry.
非常感谢今天节目中的专业人士为我们提供有关阿兹海默症以及如何采取预防措施来避免罹患此疾病的宝贵讯息。若想得到更多有关阿兹海默症的讯息，请参访下列网站：阿兹海默症协会、营养真相网站。感谢您今天收看我们的节目。接下来播出世界会会员欢庆青海日2集之2。愿大家采行健康的全植物饮食，保持健全的头脑和积极的生活方式。Thank you for your company today on our program. Up next is Happy Supreme Master Qinghai Day from our association members, part 2 of 2. May we all keep sound minds and active lifestyles by following a healthy, plant-based diet. 详情请参访下列网址 www.suprememastertv.com/HL.
The Himalayan glaciers are disappearing. These vast and ancient ice glaciers bordering India and Tibet are second only in size to the polar ice caps. Billions of people in China and the Indian subcontinent rely on their vital fresh water to supply 7 of the world's largest Asian rivers across the planet's most densely populated regions. However, global warming is causing the glaciers to melt for the first time since their formation 20,000 years ago, at a pace more rapid than anywhere else in the world. Over the last 25 years, the Gangotri Glacier alone has retreated more than 850 meters.
Himalayan glaciers are in general on retreat, as anywhere else on the planet, due to global warming.
Continued melting at the current rate will result in massive flooding.
Immediately when glaciers recede, they release more water.
Followed by severe drought.
But over a period of time, when glacier mass is reduced, the water supplies will be in short. So water deficit will affect one and all.
ये सब ग्लेशियर मिलकर के गंगा को पोषित करती हैं। ये जब ग्लेशियर ही समाप्त हो गया, गंगा क्षीण हो गई।
Through the scientists and research, it's been proven already that it's melting faster than we have expected and that we have imagined. The Ganges River feeds millions of people depending on the glacier of the Himalaya. If it melted all, then first of all we will have a lot of flood, and then we will have drought and dryness afterward, because the water will not be distributed evenly like it has been done for centuries. Cities will be drowned, people will die, and a flood will be everywhere, and then later we will have no water even. No reservoir anymore. So either way, either a lot of flood or drought, it's very dangerous for the people, especially the people who depends on the Ganges River and the glacier to survive. I'm really worried, but I just pray and hope that the people who are in power will do something. The only solution is vegetarian diet for everybody. And it's so easy to do, so we just have to do our best and be patient.
Be veg, go green to save the planet. For more urgent details, please visit suprememastertv.com/SOS.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Thank heaven for our beautiful world, for the birds that soar in the immense sky, for the precious flora that adorns our earth in an exquisite array of colors, for the awe-inspiring and majestic sceneries. And for all the amazing animals, our co-inhabitants, that generously share their beauty and unconditional love. Blessed are we to be guests on this magnificent planet. In deep gratitude, may all creations thrive in peace and dignity under the merciful grace and protection of divine love.
Hello, gentle viewers. I'm Kyron in perfect Singapore. The people of Singapore happily remind you that for your eternal home, heavens were created.
Falche. Ciud Mille Falche means 100,000 welcomes in Gaelic. I'm Jean McLaren, representing my cosy homeland Ayrshire. Mythical Scotland admires the flowers that are happy to bloom your way. Welcome to Noteworthy News, conducive news for an intelligent world.
Conducive news for a lovely world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Germany shows strong economic growth. Qatar supports refugees. Australian state opens rehabilitation centre for injured bats. Peru plans national park in the Amazon area, and Foundation supports free heart surgery for children in Olac, also known as Vietnam. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Germany's economy grew more than 2% in 2017. According to Germany's Federal Statistics Office, the Statis, the 2.2% growth rate is the strongest since 2011. Even with fewer workdays in 2017, the economy remained robust. The Statis credits increasing exports, greater domestic expenditure, high employment, rise in the construction sector, and an increase in companies investing locally for the notable progression. Exports were up by 4.7%, imports 5.2%, while investment in machinery and equipment went up 3.5%. Kudos, Germany, for such a significant economic outcome. May every nation be blessed with strong advancement for the benefit of all citizens. Coming up, Qatar aids refugees by donating over $26 million to the United Nations. We'll just take a few minutes to thank the tailors who create such beautiful clothes for us. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more exemplary news.
Hi, lovable friends. I'm Rulra, the rock wallaby, and vegans fill my heart with joy. If you have to take a long flight, you might like to be able to freshen up before you get off the plane. Take a change of clothes in your carry-on bag and some basic toiletries as well. This way, you will be able to change into clean clothes and brush your teeth. You will be feeling fresh as a daisy when it's time to disembark the plane. Thank you for tuning in, and lots of love for being veg and going green to save the planet for all humans and us all co-inhabitants. Now, the worldwide weather.
Qatar contributes over $26 million for refugee relief. Qatar donated more than $26 million to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, to aid hundreds of thousands of displaced individuals worldwide. Qatar is the UNHCR's largest donor from the Middle East and North Africa. The UNHCR said that the latest funding was much needed and had greatly helped the global organization's emergency response work. UNHCR regional representative to the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, Khalid Khalifa, stated, "Thanks to Qatar's generous contribution, UNHCR was able to secure shelter, health services, cash assistance, education, and other essential support for some of the world's most vulnerable people." Qatar has previously made similar donations through the United Nations and local partners. Since 2012, the country has contributed over $76 million for refugee relief. Director General of the Qatar Fund for Development, Khalifa Al-Kuwari, stated, "As a nation, we believe that we must, whenever possible, assist those less fortunate. We sincerely applaud the government of Qatar for placing utmost priority in helping neighbouring countries. May your kind leadership awaken more nations to work together to enhance the well-being of global citizens."
Australian state establishes new rehabilitation centre for microbats. A newly constructed aviary in the New South Wales village of Windalama enables sick or injured microbats to resume flying as part of their rehabilitation process. Previously, the bats had to be transported to facilities in Queensland in order to recover their flight fitness. Microbats who have been nurtured back to good health will have 1 or 2 months of flying practice before they're released to the wild. The new aviary was funded by the concrete manufacturing company Wholesome Australia through the New South Wales Wildlife Information Rescue and Education Service Inc. Our many thanks, Wildlife Information Rescue and Education Service Inc. and Wholesome Australia on the new facilities for the precious microbats. May they soon return to their natural habitats to enjoy long and happy lives. Coming up, extensive national park area planned for the Amazon. We'll take a quick exercise and be right back. More assuring news coming up on Supreme Master Television.
They live on a planet that is 80% covered by water. Water connects them. It sustains their very lives. And if it's polluted, it will harm them. We're not talking about whales. We're talking about ourselves. Remember, the Earth is a water planet.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, beneficial news for a healing world. Peru to establish extensive national park in the Amazon area. The government of Peru declared the creation of Yaguas National Park, located in the Loreto region in the northern area of the nation and consisting of over 2.1 million acres of rainforest in the Amazon. Yaguas is the habitat of at least 3,000 species of plants, 110 kinds of amphibians, 100 species of reptiles, 500 types of birds, 550 species of fish, and 160 types of mammals, such as manatees, river dolphins, giant otters, and woolly monkeys. Indigenous communities welcomed the formation of the new park. Benjamin Rodriguez, President of the Federation of Native Border Communities of the Putumayo, said, "With the categorization of Yaguas as a national park, an important step is taken to consolidate the management of a large landscape with different uses along the border, which will guarantee the life of 70 communities. This well-being is what we want for our future generations to inherit." What wonderful news, and our appreciation, Peruvian government, for the creation of the amazing Yaguas Park. May it bring joy and vitality to all who live in and around this magnificent natural area.
Free heart surgery brings joy to children in Ao Lak, also known as Vietnam. The Heartbeat Vietnam initiative helps disadvantaged children who have heart disease to access life-enhancing surgeries. Sponsored by Our Luck, Vietnam-based Vena Capita Foundation, the program has enabled successful free heart surgeries for children during the last 11 years. The 6,000th recipient, a 5-year-old girl named Zheng Timin, lives in Kiên Giang province. The youngster has had 2 surgeries with a total cost of approximately $10,600, which was paid by the charitable sponsor. Now, she is healthy and can play happily with her friends at school. We're so glad to hear you're doing well, Zheng Timin. Our loving best wishes to you and the other children who have undergone heart treatment. We sincerely thank the doctors and staff, the members of Heartbeat Vietnam, and especially our gratitude to the sponsor Vena Capita Foundation for your compassionate and good deeds. May heaven always bless your humanitarian actions.
It's now time for a laugh with the joke of the day entitled Great News.
The newlywed wife said to her husband when he returned from work,
"I have great news for you. Pretty soon we're going to be 3 in this house instead of 2.
Her husband ran to her with a smile on his face and delight in his eyes. He was glowing of happiness and kissing his wife when she said,
"I'm glad that you feel this way, since tomorrow morning my mother moves in with us."
We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May the divine providence be your guidance always. We'll see you next time.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
In a new era of conditions dangerously affected by global warming, the world's waters are rapidly running dry, creating crises for wild habitats and human civilizations. The following are some of the seas, rivers, lakes, and underground water reserves we have lost or are losing, impacting the livelihoods of hundreds of millions of people, animals, farming, lives, electricity, and threatening with CO2 and methane release, exacerbating climate change.
World's major rivers are dying. 1/3 are gone or going. Groundwater wells for 3 billion people are drying up. Top 10 global river systems dying, ebbing away. China's Salween River, Europe's Danube, South Africa's La Plata, North America, Rio Grande, India's Ganges, Pakistan's Indus, Africa's Nile and Lake Victoria, Australia's Murray-Darling, Southeast Asia's Mekong Lankan, China's Yangtze, due to dams, over-extraction, overfishing and climate change. Major lakes dried up or drying, not including dangerous side effects such as release of CO2, methane and other gases.
The following is a list of some of the most vital and largest bodies of water which are dying or completely gone.
Africa. Rivers for Mount Kenya, most lakes in Kenya, Africa's largest lake, Lake Victoria, Africa's 4th largest lake, Lake Chad, world's longest Nile River, world's 3rd longest Niger River, rivers and streams in Kawama, Zambia, Tanzania's Lake Natron, Tanzania's Lake Manyara.
North America. Great Lakes of USA and Canada, Lakes Michigan, Huron, Superior, St. Clair. Emergency water supply from Great Lakes jeopardized. Arctic ponds on Canada's Ellesmere Island. San Gabriel River, California. Canyon Lake, Texas. 10,000 plus lakes in Alaska. Colorado River. Largest U.S. reservoir, Lake Mead. James River, Virginia. Elephant Butte and Caballo Reservoirs. Upper Colorado River Basin. Thurman Lake, South Carolina. Brule, Popple, Pine and Menominee Rivers, Wisconsin. Lake Mendocino Reservoir in Northern California. Folsom Lake Reservoir, California. Water bodies near Tampa Bay, Florida, USA. Ogallala Aquifer, USA. Mexico's Loma Chapala Santiago River Basin. Rio Grande or Rio Norte River.
Central and South America. Chile's Glacial Lake Tempano, Chile's Cachet Lake, Iguazu Falls, UNESCO Heritage Site in Argentina and Brazil, Bolivia's Lake Pupo, Paraguay's river water losses lead to declared emergency state, Peru's aquifer drained too fast, Uruguay's 4 main reservoirs critically low.
Europe. River Greta in Teesdale, UK, dried.
Britain's Mersey, Upper Wharfe and Severn rivers among the nation's 1/3 that are at risk of drying completely in summers.
Many rivers, lakes, estuaries and aquifers in England and Wales, low. Germany's Elbe River, Germany's Rhine River, Cyprus's Kouros Reservoir gone, must ship water from Greece. Northern Greece's Lake Koroneia. Over 1,000 large lakes in Siberia, Russia, dried up, likely having drained into permafrost melting beneath. Turkey's second largest lake, Lake Tuz, now a desert. Turkey's lakes and wetlands in Konya Basin dried up. Many of Turkey's large lakes. Turkey's Lake Kozanla, Turkey's Lake Yavushko, Turkey's Lake Meke, Turkey's largest river, Kazalama.
Oceania. Australia's Murray-Darling River, Lake Colac, largest in Victoria, Australia, dried for first time in modern history. Australia's Lake Bolac, Tasmania's Craigbourne Dam emptied. Australia's Kakadu National Park freshwater wetlands. New Zealand prepares water use restriction as river levels drop.
Middle East. The Hamoun's wetlands, which once connected Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, is now a dust bowl forcing people to move out. Iraq's famous marshes, believed to be the Garden of Eden, drying up. River Jordan in danger of disappearing.
Asia. Afghanistan's Helmand River shrunk. The Shemtau district, North Afghanistan, suffering long drought, forcing children to leave school to look for water. World's 4th largest inland sea, Aral Sea of Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, shrunk by 90%. Mongolia's 852 rivers gone, 1,160 lakes and water resources dried. Nepal's Kukani Reservoir, Pakistan's Indus River lost 90% water. Cambodia's Tonle Sap, largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia. India's sacred Ganges River drying due to glacier loss. Many lakes in Haryana, India dried up. India's Gambur Reservoir. Water table drops in Jharkhand, India cause the loss of needed water and livelihoods as 2 scenic waterfalls and their source river dry up. Indrapuri Reservoir along India's Son River. The Teesta, largest river in Sikkim state, India. Reservoirs across India's Kerala state. The upper lake in Bhopal, India shrunk. Tipagonda Nahali Reservoir in Bangalore, India. China's second longest, the Yellow River. China's Yangtze River. Eastern China's Ganjing River. Western China's Yuyang Lake. Adinko Lake, Mahtnas Lake. Lake Lop, largest in northwest China. China's Beijiang River in Guangdong province. Nearly 50% of 4,077 lakes in Tibet's Madao County and over 90% of 10,520 lakes in Hebei, China gone. China's Yangtze River Basin's 13,000 square kilometers of lakes lost, including 800 lakes that completely disappeared. Luhan Reservoir in Henan, China. Mekong River running through Chiang Mai in Thailand. The 2 main rivers supporting Olac or Vietnam's Mekong River Delta.
loving viewers. My name is Helene from the capital city, Conakry, in the thriving African country of Guinea. Our musical heritage is rich and open for the world to enjoy. Listen to the soothing percussive sounds of the bellephone. Dance to the rhythmic beat of the djembe drum. And fly away on the heavenly strings of the kora. Supreme Master Ching Hai is a world-renowned humanitarian and spiritual master who has been assisting people in need both visibly and invisibly since the early 1980s. For her dedication and selfless efforts, she has received numerous awards over the decades, including recognition from former U.S. presidents, their excellencies, Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush, and Barack Obama. She has also been presented the prestigious Gusi Peace Prize by former Philippines President, Her Excellency Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. On February 22, 1994, a grand ceremony was held in Chicago, Illinois, USA, to honor Supreme Master Ching Hai with the World Spiritual Leadership Award. In addition, she also received a medal from Mr. Hung Quan Chin, Chief Secretary of the World Cultural Communication Association, for her generous aid rendered to those affected by the devastating Mount Pinatubo volcanic eruption in the Philippines. February 22nd was also declared as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day by 6 distinguished governors of Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, and Wisconsin of the United States for her charitable relief efforts to aid victims of a major Midwest flood the previous year. Then President, His Excellency Bill Clinton conveyed his thoughts in a message that read, Supreme Master Ching Hai is a living example of world peace and love for all, especially her help for the refugees and the many suffering people in the USA. It's with deep gratitude that we present the final part of our association members' creative artistic performances in honor of Supreme Master Ching Hai Day. We hope this show will brighten your day and bring a drop of Master's infinite love and joy into your spirit. So, without further ado, let's begin our exciting show with an energetic dance and heartfelt greeting from Taipei, Taiwan, also known as Formosa.
2月22是青海日，其实天天都是青海日。愿我们都找到那边的上帝，心心相印，心心相印，由内而外，彼此相爱。是我们谁？ 스승님 자비로운 모든 생명이 주네
Supreme Master Shinhai Day. We're so grateful for your grace, your sacrifice and selfless kindness forever in our heart. Wherever you are, we want to be with you. Make the world immortal as a dream.
From San Jose, USA, on this joyful occasion, Happy Supreme Master Shinhai Day. Yeah! We love you.
谨以阿美族在节庆时欢乐所唱的一首歌《欢乐之歌》，献给伟大的宇宙之母、敬爱的青海师父。青海日快乐！
哦哎呀，嘿哟呀哦哎呀，好哎呀，哦哎呀，嘿哟呀哦哎呀，好哎呀，嘿哟，嘿哟呀哦啊哦啊呀，嘿哟。When I'm with you, Master, the world seems like mine. I found your love and the feeling is fine. I feel like a baby when I look into your eyes. I need your love and you came into my life, came into my life. I've been searching such a long, long time. I wish I could be with you side by side till I shine. 'Cause a lonely time. I love you, Master. We are one and together. Bring me back to my home, to my home, to my home. We love you, Master. Happy Supreme Master Shinhai Day from Singapore. 师电视台，全世界的观众朋友们，青海日快乐！
सद्गुरु प्यारा मेरो मन मंदिर को दुलारा मन को सिंहासनमा बसराज गरी तिमी आओ अब न सताओ अब यो मन को राजधानीमा बनी मेरो जन्म जन्म छाने खाक कति पाए पीड़ा संताप कति रिमझिम शीतल फुहार बनी तिमी आओ अब न सताओ अब यो मनको राजधानीमा बनी मेरो महाराजा
With billions of angels, the universe you bind. Oh dear Master, you are so divine. You are the ocean, you are the light, thousands of stars floating so bright.
Happy Supreme Master Qinghai Day. Be vegan, make peace.
英語では多分 It's right かもしれません。Take it easy かもしれません。そう、どんな時にも自分に向けて大丈夫というこの言葉を言えば扉は開いていきます。その一言で私たちの未来はより良い方向に向かっていくでしょう。大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫。どんな時も君が守られてると感じて、明日になればまた朝日は昇ってくる。そう、君のために、私たちのために、毎日毎日光を届けてもらえるでしょう。その時心でこの言葉言ってみて。大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、大丈夫、いつも守られてる。大丈夫、大丈夫、きっとうまくゆけるから私は最高前理住職の男女宗健と申します。スープリンマスターチンハイデイ、おめでとうございます。ますますのご活躍をお祈り申し上げます。
Supreme Master Ching Hai graciously sent a message to all of those who contributed to the show. Thanks for all the well wishes, association members and non-members alike, for all your heartwarming, genuine love and support. May you be blessed thousands-fold more. You really touched hearts. Supreme Master Ching Hai, February 23rd, 2018. Thank you for watching. Happy Supreme Master Ching Hai Day from our association members, Part 2 of 2. Up next is The Power of Vegetarianism is All Over the Planet, Part 5 of 5 on Between Master and Disciples. May eternal love fill your heart and infinite wisdom fill your mind always. For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/EE.
The Middle Way. Right, wrong, yin, yang, black, white. The Middle Way. The pendulum's swing returns to calm. The scale's arm settles into its balance. Wisdom emanates by its own perfection. A stable radiance shines henceforth. From original nature come the celestial harmonies. Inner and outer journeys finally become steady. The Middle Way.
Master says, since we don't want to have anything to do with either the positive or negative side, we have to transcend both and become friends with both. In this way, they won't bother us anymore. We have to go beyond the struggle between good and bad and positive and negative. Right now, we're still steeped in the war between positive and negative, but we need to become neutral, just as Switzerland is a neutral country. We have to arm ourselves with the power of God. As long as we're living in this world, we should remain positive, do good deeds, and avoid the negative as much as possible. We need not fight against it, but should avoid getting involved with it. As spiritual practitioners, we should behave like good worldly citizens, performing good actions, being righteous, and avoiding involvement in other people's affairs. Imbalances of yin and yang cause numerous disasters and misfortunes and create obstacles in our spiritual practice. As long as we call upon the inner master power to protect us, we can not only survive in this world, but also continue to be elevated spiritually. In the war of the positive and negative, we can return to God's kingdom smoothly and safely, only by following the middle way.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Thank heaven for our beautiful world, for the birds that soar in the immense sky, for the precious flora that adorns our earth in an exquisite array of colors, for the awe-inspiring and majestic sceneries. And for all the amazing animals, our co-inhabitants, that generously share their beauty and unconditional love. Blessed are we to be guests on this magnificent planet. In deep gratitude, may all creations thrive in peace and dignity under the merciful grace and protection of divine love.
Hello, gentle viewers. I'm Kyron in perfect Singapore. The people of Singapore happily remind you that for your eternal home, heavens were created.
Farche. Ciad Mille Farche means 100,000 welcomes in Gaelic. I'm Jean McLaren, representing my cosy homeland Ayrshire. Mythical Scotland admires the flowers that are happy to bloom your way. Welcome to Noteworthy News, conducive news for an intelligent world.
Conducive news for a lovely world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, Germany shows strong economic growth. Qatar supports refugees. Australian state opens rehabilitation centre for injured bats. Peru plans national park in the Amazon area. And Foundation supports free heart surgery for children in Olac, also known as Vietnam. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
Germany's economy grew more than 2% in 2017. According to Germany's Federal Statistics Office, the 2.2% growth rate is the strongest since 2011. Even with fewer workdays in 2017, the economy remained robust. The Statis credits increasing exports, greater domestic expenditure, high employment, rise in the construction sector, and an increase in companies investing locally for the notable progression. Exports were up by 4.7%, imports 5.2%, while investment in machinery and equipment went up 3.5%. Kudos, Germany, for such a significant economic outcome. May every nation be blessed with strong advancement for the benefit of all citizens. Coming up, Qatar aids refugees by donating over $26 million to the United Nations. We'll just take a few minutes to thank the tailors who create such beautiful clothes for us. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more exemplary news.
Ride a bike. If just 1 million people replaced a 5-mile car trip once a week with a bike ride, we could reduce CO2 emissions by about 100,000 tons a year. Answer the call.
This could be good. Hey, you.
Hi, lovable friends. I'm Rulra, the rock wallaby, and vegans fill my heart with joy. If you have to take a long flight, you might like to be able to freshen up before you get off the plane. Take a change of clothes in your carry-on bag and some basic toiletries as well. This way, you will be able to change into clean clothes and brush your teeth. You will be feeling fresh as a daisy when it's time to disembark the plane. Thank you for tuning in, and lots of love for being veg and going green to save the planet for all humans and us all co-inhabitants. Now, the worldwide weather.
Qatar contributes over $26 million for refugee relief. Qatar donated more than $26 million to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, to aid hundreds of thousands of displaced individuals worldwide. Qatar is the UNHCR's largest donor from the Middle East and North Africa. The UNHCR said that the latest funding was much needed and had greatly helped the global organization's emergency response work. UNHCR regional representative to the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, Khalid Khalifa, stated, "Thanks to Qatar's generous contribution, UNHCR was able to secure shelter, health services, cash assistance, education, and other essential support for some of the world's most vulnerable people." Qatar has previously made similar donations through the United Nations and local partners. Since 2012, the country has contributed over $76 million for refugee relief. Director General of the Qatar Fund for Development, Khalifa Al-Kuwari, stated, "As a nation, we believe that we must, whenever possible, assist those less fortunate. We sincerely applaud the government of Qatar for placing utmost priority in helping neighbouring countries. May your kind leadership awaken more nations to work together to enhance the well-being of global citizens."
Australian State establishes new rehabilitation centre for microbats. A newly constructed aviary in the New South Wales village of Windalama enables sick or injured microbats to resume flying as part of their rehabilitation process. Previously, the bats had to be transported to facilities in Queensland in order to recover their flight fitness. Microbats who have been nurtured back to good health will have 1 or 2 months of flying practice before they're released to the wild. The new aviary was funded by the concrete manufacturing company Wholesome Australia through the New South Wales Wildlife Information Rescue and Education Service Inc. Our many thanks, Wildlife Information Rescue and Education Service Inc. and Wholesome Australia on the new facilities for the precious microbats. May they soon return to their natural habitats to enjoy long and happy lives. Coming up, extensive national park area planned for the Amazon. We'll take a quick exercise and be right back. More assuring news coming up on Supreme Master Television.
You are so sweet to me. Do 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 do. Wow!
Vegetarians live longer. Vegetarian men reduce the risk of early death by 50%. Vegetarian women reduce their risk of early death by 30%. Vegetarians have a much better than average intake of vitamin C, carotenoids, folic acid, fiber, and unsaturated fats. Live long, live healthy, live veg. For more information, please visit suprememastertv.com/b-veg.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, beneficial news for a healing world. Peru to establish extensive national park in the Amazon area. The government of Peru declared the creation of Yaguas National Park, located in the Loreto region in the northern area of the nation and consisting of over 2.1 million acres of rainforest in the Amazon. Yaguas is the habitat of at least 3,000 species of plants, 110 kinds of amphibians, 100 species of reptiles, 500 types of birds, 550 species of fish, and 160 types of mammals, such as manatees, river dolphins, giant otters, and woolly monkeys. Indigenous communities welcomed the formation of the new park. Benjamin Rodriguez, President of the Federation of Native Border Communities of the Putumayo, said, "With the categorization of Yaguas as a national park, an important step is taken to consolidate the management of a large landscape with different uses along the border. which will guarantee the life of 70 communities. This well-being is what we want for our future generations to inherit. What wonderful news, and our appreciation, Peruvian government, for the creation of the amazing Yaguas Park. May it bring joy and vitality to all who live in and around this magnificent natural area.
Free heart surgery brings joy to children in Aulac, also known as Vietnam. The Heartbeat Vietnam initiative helps disadvantaged children who have heart disease to access life-enhancing surgeries. Sponsored by Aulac, Vietnam-based Vena Capita Foundation, the program has enabled successful free heart surgeries for children during the last 11 years. The 6,000th recipient, a 5-year-old girl named Zheng Timin, lives in Kienzang province. The youngster has had 2 surgeries with a total cost of approximately $10,600, which was paid by the charitable sponsor. Now, she is healthy and can play happily with her friends at school. We're so glad to hear you're doing well, Zheng Timin. Our loving best wishes to you and the other children who have undergone heart treatment. We sincerely thank the doctors and staff, the members of Heartbeat Vietnam, and especially our gratitude to the sponsor Vena Capita Foundation for your compassionate and good deeds. May heaven always bless your humanitarian actions.
It's now time for a laugh with the joke of the day entitled Great News.
The newlywed wife said to her husband when he returned from work,
I have great news for you. Pretty soon, we're going to be 3 in this house instead of 2.
Her husband ran to her with a smile on his face and delight in his eyes. He was glowing of happiness and kissing his wife when she said,
I'm glad that you feel this way, since tomorrow morning, my mother moves in with us.
We sure have enjoyed spending time with you on Noteworthy News.
May the divine providence be your guidance always. We'll see you next time.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies, everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
Hi there, we're Eliza and Eric Roberts. Be veg, go green.
To save the planet.
We, all of us are watching the world's best television network on the planet, which is operated and hosted by Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Hi, I'm Madison Pettis. Be veg, go green, to save the planet.
Hey, it's Jordan Melfi, and you're watching Supreme Master Television.
Hey, I'm Sammy Hanratty. Be veg, go green, to save the planet.
I'm Lisa Bloom from CNN and CBS News. Thank you so much for all the great work you're doing. Be veg, go green, to save the planet.
Hey, this is Jimmy Jean-Louis from Heroes. Be veg, go green, and save the world.
Hey, it's Josh Moore, and you guys should be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, my name is Avian Baker. Be veg, go green, save the planet.
Hi, I'm Olden Parnes, former NBA player. Help the planet. No more meat.
Hi, I'm Danny Thorne. You know what I say? I say, be veg, go green, and save the planet.
I'm Stephanie Scott. I'm Bella Thorne. Be veg, go green, save the planet. Woohoo!
Mabuhay, long life, good health.